People, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in, and good evening to everybody out there. As usual, good evening to those in the UK, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on who you are and wherever you are. And welcome to the Arsenal versus Liverpool live watch along with myself, people. I appreciate all of you lot locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Apologies, people. I know I'm meant to be doing this, but Manchester City are now winning 2-0. Raheem Sterling really should have finished his dinner, but Gab Jesus has added to Mendy's goal. So, yeah, good evening, people. It's been a long international break, but we're firmly back in action now. Arsenal versus Liverpool. We're back into the thick of it. Again, is there too much of our season to save in terms of a league standpoint? Probably not, but we owe it to ourselves to try finish as high as possible, just down into basic pride, people. And yeah, man, obviously Liverpool, let's not be complacent. They're still a good side. I know their form has been on the toilet by their own previous standards. I'm sure not any Liverpool fan is happy with how it's happened for them in terms of their league defense, their first league title defense in a lot of years, really and truly. But they're still a good outfit. At the same time, I don't want us to be complacent, people, and think that when just because their form has been poor that it means anything for us. But at the same time, don't over respect them. Play to the occasion. If you do your job and everyone stands up to be counted, then have a go, people. It's as simple as that. It's a game for that. It's a game for following your runners, but you lot know the rest of that, Tosh. What are you lot saying, people? As you know, please make sure you're getting the like buttons in. We're 58 minutes before kickoff. I'll get into the lineup and all of those things in due time, people. But let's take it easy. I hope you're all doing well and safe. What are you lot saying in the comments? I ain't even reading out some of you lot's names again, because you lot always trying to get a little humble old DJ. You lot always trying to do me with them mad names and all them things. Some of you, if your name sounded mad, I ain't even saying nothing. But hopefully Nathaniel don't mean anything. But as you said, 3-0, come on, you Gunners, apologies. Let's win this. Hopefully, my dude, hopefully it's match day. Will be the perfect time to return in. A bit of optimism, but who knows? I sit here, I would take a point. I say that, but again, a point doesn't help either side. Even for Liverpool, top four looks a bit of a madness right now. But if they're going to do that, they need to take 3 points. And really, Tottenham Hotspur are laughing, depending on how all the results go. Because I'm sure you've seen Chelsea drop points today. Depending on what happens in that Spurs game tomorrow and other results on the Monday, they move, I believe, into the top 4 spot. And that's where I think we've let ourselves down this season. It's all fun and games looking at the calendar from December and thinking that's the league, that's the title, that's the league championships. But as you lot know, the season starts in August, so it is what it is. We've been good in bits and pieces. Hopefully, we're good today. We've been good for that on a couple of occasions this season. My regular viewers will always hear me say we're winning battles, but we're not winning wars. I'm not take nothing away if we would beat Liverpool today, and I'm not being negative, but we've beat Chelsea, we've beat United, we've beat Leicester. We've done a madness in some of these games, but I'm sure not too many of you are going to look back in May and be happy with that. Obviously, in isolation, it is what it is, but in terms of the collective, it's not enough. So it is what it is, and we need to build momentum. We're at the last, what I call the last furlong and whatnot in the league duration. It's firmly it's April till May now. Put every fiber you've got in your body towards finishing the campaign in all fronts as strong as you can. It's as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. And we need to build momentum. As you lot know, it's Europa League business midweek. And again, you know me already, people. After the incidences in the Rangers game, I'm not taking anything less than 3 points. A convincing win against Slavia Prague. Now, shout out to Gareth Bale. I don't want to shout out to Spurs players by any stretch of the imagination, but shout out to him for, getting a little elbow in on my man in midweek, people. I hope you're doing well and safe, people. What are you lot saying for true in the comments? Clement is saying, my lineup today versus Liverpool: Saka, Xhaka, Smith Rowe don't play. We'll get into the lineups in a sec, man. We'll get into the lineups in a sec. Just a fan has said, I couldn't miss this live stream for the world. Good evening, Deluded, everybody here and to the footballing community. Locked on, looking forward to a great show. Lots to listen and talk about. Amen, brother. Amen. Big up River Wild. I see you at me on Twitter. I know you got your whiskey on the rocks there, man. Have a shot for me, my dude. So yeah, man. Steve, big up all the members, them, of course, each and every time. I see you as well. I'm good, my guy. finally cut my hair, look like somebody's child again. You get it? Like, look like my mother's child again. Like, my barber's deep, man. When I went there, he's like, you look like a Maggie. If he was calling me from across the road, I say I wouldn't know you. So yeah, I appreciate you. Look, I had to, man. I had to stop looking homeless. Obviously, COVID regulations and that. It is what it is. No, it's my barber, but it's my cousin as well. And we live in the same household, multiple skilled. So he's just been about, doing his haircut stuff with regulation, them ones there. But yeah, hey, we've got a super chat early doors. You know me, I appreciate that. Steve, I didn't even know you as a Chelsea fan. You didn't even say that. What have you said? I'm a Chelsea fan, but hey, what? Before I actually read your super chat, you've been making cash here, innit? That no wonder you're always here asking me the score predictions and whatnot. It's all love. But what have you said? You said I'm a Chelsea fan, but I want Arsenal to win. For Claude would be a tribute to him and all the love he had for Arsenal would be a touching tribute. And I hope Arsenal have some sort of pre-game, during game, post-game sort of tribute of some sort, and I'm sure there'll be some sort of respect. Now, I don't have the match day program, but I hope there's some sort of notes, because the club did officially say on Twitter they paid their respects. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Well, I hear a lot of you lot speaking about the lineup. We're gonna get into the lineup in a bit, man. We ain't even been here 10 minutes yet, people, and last time I checked, 6 minutes past 7, 54 minutes until kickoff. We'll get into that, people, but it's been a while since I've heard from some of you, so let me just take in what you lot are saying, man. Christian has said, what's good, DG? What do you think about the latest Snowfall episode? Hey, man, I would love to tell you, but I'm aware that some people obviously might not have watched it, and I'm one of them guys. I hate people that unnecessarily spoil stuff, but without spoiling it, I think it's gonna get mad still. I think it's gonna start getting mad. I think stuff is getting on top. I think some people are gonna have someone's gonna have to die. I'd say that. People obviously talking about the series and that, people. It is what it is. It is what it is. Come on, man. You're liking the lineup. We'll get into the lineup, man. You lot stop spoiling it. You lot stop spoiling it. You lot stop spoiling it, man. We'll get into the lineup. I'm excited to be back speaking with you guys in relation to a match day. I'll never sit here and cat people, but it's going to be an interesting game. As I said to you lot, and I have been saying all week in terms of going into this game, I hope we use the pre-season. My man said pre-season. Apologies. The international break to obviously first and foremost reflect, individually reflect on how your season's going, in terms of how you want to improve as a player, in terms of your own little legacy you want to leave at Arsenal Football Club, or just in general, as a professional footballer. So reflect on how your season's going. It's as a fan base, it's been a long journey. We've seen Lacazette players at 10, Lacazette being the main striker, Bamian being the main striker, Pepe getting a look in, Willian starting slowly and then getting a look in. We've had a long season. So first and foremost, I hope the boys have. Well, Maddison and Fernandinho are getting into it. Maddison, I love you, but you don't want to do it to Fernandinho. That's a fight you need to pick wisely. But apologies, people. Big up the 45 of you locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. But as I was saying, on a serious note, hopefully we're using this opportunity, or they use the break to reflect on how the season's gone, what you can do better, what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, and the rest of that. Second of all, from an Arteta point of view, and for the players that didn't play for their country, obviously there's a bit of rest factor there, because we were playing quite frequently, and as you lot can see, we're back now, and there's going to be more of that. So there's the rest sort of factor. Saka's had a bit of injury knocks, but he didn't play a part in the international period. Third of all, obviously Arteta, we need him to work from a tactical point of view. He needs to do that, but obviously it's a bit difficult working on something long term where you've got to do that, and don't get it twisted. But we've got Liverpool this week. If we had training on Monday with Liverpool on the weekend, how much long term planning can you think? Because you're gonna have to dedicate a significant part of that week in some capacity to your opponent. Now factor in Liverpool and then Europa League, and not just us but several other clubs. So hopefully we've used that time to bed in some tactics and all of those sort of things. Obviously the rest factor. Obviously for Liverpool, they've had some injuries. Trent actually hasn't been selected, so he might be fresh. We know what to expect with Liverpool. We know they're a good side. Mo Salah is scoring goals. Firmino's done hella no-look passing and just disrespecting this football club. Mane's been savaging us since them Southampton days. They've got quality behind them. Like I said, they're not the Liverpool of last season, but they still have threats. So like I said, like we've done against Chelsea, like we've done against Leicester, like we did against United earlier in the season, like we've done in some periods, Spurs as well, stand up to be counted, and then you have half a chance. Play the occasion, not the team. Obviously, again, you go back to the game when we played against them. Obviously, at their place, we set up a bit too defensively, and hopefully, we haven't set up like that. This time. But if you remember that game, we took the lead through fortunate circumstances, actually exploiting their high line, which I hope we kind of do today. As I said in the preview, we took the lead in extraordinary circumstances because they were all on top of us. Mentally, we couldn't hold it because we conceded 2 quick fire goals. So, and again, you know, Lacazette has done very well since that game, but he missed a crucial chance. So my point being, there's enough for that team purely to look on the last game to know what to expect from Liverpool. We know if you stop their fullbacks, half the job's done. You know, if you become a difficult unit, 2 banks of 4, and you sit back to a degree, you frustrate them and you limit their space. You have half a job. But we need to ask questions. Arguably, I want to see Arsenal be the most brave against Liverpool I've seen in a while, because there's the most question marks over that back 5 specifically. You know, like I said, that high line, Alisson and Kabach, provided they are starting people. You know, we need to stand up to be counted. It's not a game to bore you lot and sit here and talk about tactics. Of course, them things are relevant, but once again, it's upstairs, man. It's upstairs. We're gonna get into the lineup in a second, people. We're gonna get into the lineup in a second. You lot are gassing me. Shout out to Chris, my barber. Shout out to him. He's worth every penny. Come on, hey, come on, my guy, man. I had to sit back when you lot were talking about haircuts and that, and I was looking homeless, man. Allow me, I'm back now. I'm looking fresh. I'm feeling like I should be on ITV and them thing there. Like, I don't even know who the commentators right now for Leicester versus Man City is, but it should be me. I shouldn't be here right now. On a serious note, please make sure you're hitting the like button. Let's get into the lineup. Let me pull up the lineup on Twitter, man, because you lot are doing too much in terms of the spoiler alert. Where the hell is the lineup, people? What's going on? Apologies, and I don't know why the TV's gone off mute. Boy. I don't know, you know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I need to hear again without knowing. This one there's a bit mad still, Arteta, but let's get into the lineup. Big up all the moderators as well. Big up all the members. Of course, big up to everybody locked in. Twitch gang, if you are out there, of course, I have not forgot you. Big up all the Twitch gang. Deluded Gooner 187. But as you look on Twitch, as you lot can see in terms of the lineup, people, again, I haven't really processed and digest this lineup myself, people. There's so much to think of. There's so much to say. I don't know where my thoughts are now. I'll always support any team that goes out there. You know, it's like what I say with Arteta, and I always say to you, look, anytime you think you're kind of reading him in terms of who he likes and who he wants to play, he throws up these clangers. Now, Xhaka could be missing for a variety of reasons. We know he's been playing a lot of football. I do believe I read on Arsenal he was feeling unwell on Friday, so an element of it might be that, which has presented Dani Ceballos with an opportunity, which on paper, some people like that pivot the best, Thomas Partey and Ceballos. They feel it gives a lot of flavour. Ceballos, I'm going to be real. You know, this season, I don't think he's done much. You know, I know he's technically a good footballer, but I don't think he's done much. In the opportunities he's had, I don't think he's taken them, and he's made a couple mistakes in the Europa League. If you play well today, you're a hero. Pepe, you've been playing quite well, and the best compliment we can give to Nicolas Pepe is that we're not asking really anything of Pepe. Now we're asking why you're not in the lineup, and that's always a good thing. You've got an opportunity to do that. Aubameyang and Lacazette, I always say to you, look, I did think both of them would start, and we've got it here, people. You know, we've got both of them. Aubameyang's clearly going to be on the left wing. Maybe a bit of that is to discourage Trent Alexander-Arnold from going forward. People, I'm not too sure of that. Kind of what we've done against Trent, and you know, in the Community Shield against Nico Williams. Lacazette, he's going to give you hold up play. He's going to press. You know, he has. You know, last season we know he scored, and this, like I said, this season he's missed a crucial effort. I think we'll need Lacazette to drop into midfield a lot defensively. As you know, Firmino, assuming he's starting, is obviously going to drop and be quite deep for Liverpool. We know what to expect. Firmino's going to drop. Mane's on that left-hand flank. Salah is there. Their fullbacks extremely wide. Midfield making late runners. Again, you know, we know what to expect against them. So there's a lot for me to ponder. Like I said, big chances for Pepe and Ceballos. Odegaard, we're going to need you to keep playing well in this form. So as Arsenal fans, we can keep pleading with you to stay. Aubameyang, again, you play well today. You're a hero. All is kind of forgotten. All is kind of loved. So you've got an opportunity. The Wolves are going to be out for you, provided you don't play well. As you lot know, for me, that tells me that Arteta is doubling down on going forward because, again, if you play both of the two main men up front, you rob yourself the luxury of bringing one of them on later. So he's doubled down on that, people. Odegaard is there. He's gone with a fast front three. Apologies of Pepe, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. Ceballos behind them with Odegaard. Hopefully the Real Madrid loanees link up together. Rob Holding was having a sort of good little season until he was rubbed out. One has to wonder how sort of fluid is he in terms of match preparation. I'd be inclined to imagine he found out, a couple of days ago that he'd be starting. So a big opportunity for him. Dare I say a big opportunity for Gabriel, because for me, he's the best centre-half at this club. But in terms of the pecking order and with Arteta, you can't really read it, but I'll probably say not. So big opportunity. I didn't think we'd see Callum Chambers there, and that's a big gamble. Now, I support Chambers. I think with what he's done this season in his little minutes, he's done all right. But again, Mane versus Chambers, assuming that is what Liverpool have gone with on the left-hand flank, that's an area I'm going to be looking at a lot. And obviously, Holding is going to get pulled into those channels. And we all know what Holding against Mane has thrown up in recent years. I'm going to need Holding to be a lead. I'm going to need Chambers to be a lead. I'm going to need a big performance from Tierney and Leno. My defence needs to set it. And as you lot know, again, if it's like the first game where it's all Liverpool in terms of possession, then what we do with the little bits of possession we have, we need to be serious with it. We can't just give it away cheaply. Holding on to the ball is a form of defending in itself, people. All of you have played Sunday League, or a lot of you have played football in it. How many times have you lot been, how it used to happen to me every week? You'll be defending, you're just clearing it. You can't clear your lines, you can't get out, and you're just getting tired. That's why I'm happy Lacazette is there, because he gives you a hold-up play. Of course, if Trent switches off, there's Aubameyang. And again, that high line, that counter-attack, can we exploit them? Similar to what we did in the FA Cup last year. So I'm not too fussed with the lineup. I'm the one concern I have is match rhythm and fluidity. I know I'm not no physio and things like that, but Gabriel ain't really been playing on a regular basis. Neither has Holding of late. Chambers has been drafted in. Ceballos has been drafted in. Again, we've doubled down. The bench, again, I need to hear Arteta speak, or unless you lot can throw some things up in terms of injuries and things like that, because to my knowledge and to you lot's knowledge, I'm pretty sure none of us expected Bukayo Saka or Smith Rowe to start. I probably expected one of them to be in the matchday squad, but it is what it is. With Saka and Smith Rowe, we lose a battle here. We need to win a war. Their long-term health is key. So it's a bitter blow not to have the Haaland boys here, especially because big games, they're on it, especially Bukayo Saka, what he gives us. Smith Rowe, obviously, off that left-hand channel, as well as in the 10, has been quite good. So we're doubling down with Odegaard and really Ceballos. Now, on the bench, you've got Matt Ryan in goal. I don't mind that, but in a nice way. Hopefully he's not going to be needed because, unless a madness happens, you shouldn't need to sub your keeper. I'm inclined to believe this is a tactical sort of thing because you've got Bellerin and Cedric on the bench, So we've doubled down on that one there. So this has to tell me this is a tactical thing. Now, to be fair to Chambers, I wouldn't even mind Chambers going forward a bit more than Bellerin because he puts a half decent ball in. But that one there concerns me. Again, I'm not trying to lead no scaremongering. I believe in Chambers, but if I'm a Liverpool fan, if I'm Klopp, I'm telling Mane and Robertson, get at Chambers, because really, people might say you're a centre-half / centre mid, still doing the stopgap thing at right back. So that's an area. The one criticism I could say of Pablo Maria's consistent fitness, I don't know his fitness levels, and he might have been a man to play today, to be fair. He's on the bench. El Nene's on the bench. Don't mind that, really. Maybe you could have went with El Nene and Partey with the Xhaka news and just doubled down on fighting in there and whatnot. But to be fair, that's one positive I've noticed about Ceballos. He's on winning the ball back and whatnot. So he's in there. Reece Nelson is out of the wilderness, is on the bench. And, last time against Liverpool, he had a lot to say. Williams on the bench. And Ketcher is also out of the wilderness. We needed another striker. Hopefully Martinelli can get more than 30 seconds on a football field, really and truly, in any case in this game. So the lineup is calm, people. Like I said, Leno, Chambers, Rob Holding, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Ceballos, Pepe, Odegaard, Aubameyang and Lacazette, people. If we go to Liverpool really quickly and scroll down, the Liverpool team to face us, as expected. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Before I talk about their lineup, there is one name I was looking for in particular, and ironically, my eyes have been drawn directly to him on the bench. His name is Jota. Now, we kicked off his Liverpool career at Anfield where we let him score. That, you know, let's just make sure we're marking him. Obviously, shout out to Oxlade-Chamberlain, former Arsenal lad. Wijnaldum, again, I know Wijnaldum was playing midweek. I did probably think he would start. I see him on the bench. You know, that's the only criticism you could say with Liverpool. Their depth or quality depth isn't the best. But in terms of their lineup, again, like I said, the next thing that's drawing me, people, again, listen, I'm gonna be so upset if today we don't ask questions of that defense. Whatever happens, I want to see shots. I don't want to see 10 shots, 2 on target. I want to see 10 shots, 15 on target. I know the maths doesn't make sense, but I'm trying to breed the point. You know, if I'm an Arsenal attacker, beyond the obvious and having respect for Liverpool and everything I've said, that this is the best time to play Liverpool because there's, you know, even quality fullbacks in Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, there's question marks. This Kabak guy, I don't know if they're going to keep him permanently. He's a young man. He's still adapting. We all know it takes time to have a stable unit in terms of a defense. You've got Kabak, you've got Phillips, ask them questions. You've got Robertson and Alexander-Arnold in poor form, ask questions. Alisson, Kabak, that high line that Leicester were able to exploit once upon a time. Can we do the same? Midfield, they've gone with Fabinho. You know what it is about Fabinho. You can't really do nothing. He's a quality midfielder. He's going to win the ball back a lot. Thiago's a quality midfielder, the same. I did say in my preview, I did think they'd go with Milner in midfield. That tells me they're going for that steal. That tells me they're going with the game management. Midfield is going to be crucial. Partey, we're going to need a big performance. Ceballos, I'm going to need a big performance. We know that front three. I don't care what their form is saying. That front three is a wavy front three, and they will hurt us if we give them the opportunity to. So we're going to need to be at our best. The Liverpool lineup, as you lot can see, people: Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Phillips, Kabak, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Milner, Mane, Salah, Firmino, Adrian, Wijnaldum, Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, who had a bloody nose earlier in the week playing for England, or at the aftermath of England's also on the bench along with Jota. They've got Tomiskas, the Greek fullback, back up to Robertson on that bench, Shaqiri and Reece Williams. So it is what it is in that regards, people. So yeah, if we quickly go to Arsenal very quickly, I'm pretty sure there was some information for why some players were missing and all of those sort of things. Now, you know, David Luiz again has experienced some discomfort in his right knee and was being assessed. He's not available for the game today. And David Luiz, this is a man who's, you know, taking painkilling injections and all of those sort of things to play cup finals for this football club. So if he was able to play, whatever you say about Luiz, he strikes me as someone who's down for the cause. So it must be something serious. You know, whatever you think about Luiz, we're wishing him a steady return. The same goes for young Bukayo Saka. Like I said, I would love to have him available for today, but we need that man available for not just this season and beyond. I'm no physio man, but we've all seen when young players, you mess around with injuries and you rush them back. We've seen how certain players can be plagued for years with things. Now it's his hamstring. It's not quite the same, but my point being, let the man recover. And in a weird little way, again, I wouldn't breed injury on no man, and I don't want Saka to be injured, and I want him to play for us and whatnot. But in a funny little way, he has needed to rest, really and truly. We have over-relied on him to some degree. He's got to rest now. I know he's been training with the squad and whatnot, but clearly he's not fit enough to be in the squad in any capacity, not even in the 10 minutes. Even if he was, I'm of the belief, unless it's a cup final or something, or you've got Messi where Messi's 40%, but 40% Messi's a madness. I don't believe in including people in the squad, because when you play them and they get another injury, what happened against Spurs, what do you say when you play them and they play poorly and we don't know necessarily they've been playing with this knock? You've opened them up for criticism. If you're full fit, you have half a job. So Bukayo Saka's out, David Luiz is out, Smith Rowe sadly got injured for England. He's developed tightness in his quad. He's being assessed. However, he will not be involved. So the Haaland boys aren't being involved. Willian is back to full fitness. Granit Xhaka, as you lot know, was unwell on Friday morning and missed the team's training session. I don't know what degree of illness that is, if he's picked up a bug, if he's just feeling under the weather, I don't know. But yeah, he's not involved in any capacity, people. I'll put the lineup back on in a second, people, but I wanted to read this from my own selfish point of view, so I'm going to get into this with you lot. I'm going to pre you lot's comments in a sec. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. 202 of you locked in. Hopefully, Pepe, I need you to move like Arshavin today. I know it was at Anfield, but I need that. Arshavin needs to take over your body and make sure we do the business, because I would love to see those sort of scenes, people. As you lot know, typically Arsenal versus Liverpool is a high scoring game, so I'm hoping to see more of the same. Get your score predictions in, by the way. I'm still thinking about mine, but get your score predictions, talking points, and the rest of it locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Arsenal versus Liverpool, I see more hat tricks than any other fixture in the Premier League, people. As you lot can see, you can see the goal scorers. I'm not going to read them all out. I lied. I'm going to say Omri and Arshavin. I'm not going to read out the Liverpool ones. Lacazette has scored in each of our last 2 Premier League games against Liverpool. The last player to score in 3 successive games against them for us was Bobby Perez between January 2003 and April 2004. Hopefully he can join his fellow Frenchmen in such accolades. As you lot know, we won this fixture 2-1 last season, and we're looking to beat them in back-to-back consecutive home league games for the first time since 2015. So go and put yourself on the right side of history. There's enough reason to want to win this. Liverpool have won just 2 of their last Liverpool have won just 2 of their last 20 Premier League away games against us, losing 9 and drawing 9. Again, Liverpool should be saying, you know what, our form starts today. In the same way I was saying Arsenal could reflect, Liverpool could have reflected. They went into the international period with a win. They've now come out of it. And if they are to get top 4, go as far as they might be able to in the Champions League, they're going to need to start putting form together. And if I'm them, I'm saying this starts today. This starts against Arsenal. Clean sheet, convincing win. Sadio Mane hates us. And as you lot know, 5 of the 7 Premier League goals for Liverpool this season have come away from home, with 4 of those coming in London. So it doesn't spell good news right now, people. As you lot can see, there's the head-to-heads. Stuart Atwell will be the referee for today. Liverpool will be wearing their away strip. Obviously, neither side was going to both wear red. Common sense will prevail in that one. I'm going to leave you lot with the lineup there quickly. What are you lot saying in terms of opinions, people? I appreciate all the interaction and whatnot, people. You lot missed me, innit? You lot missed being here for live streams, innit? You know, the chat is jumpy. Everyone's got something to say. I appreciate you lot, man. I hope it, my guy H, I hope it is, but the players have to, man. I always say players have got to be able to police and manage themselves. Your manager should be the army general. You know, he shouldn't tell you why you should reflect. If everybody takes accountability for themselves, we can do half a job. I get the vibe Tierney must have done that in between getting assists for his country in Scotland. I get the vibe couple players would do that, but I don't know if other people will. Travis Scott will come through. Hey, Bamian, I don't know for that Barnet, my guy, but you know, I might grow my hair and do that if you score and become a madman again today. I appreciate all the love for the trim. I needed one, man. You lot were seeing greasy DG for months, man. Hair was all moving mad. I deserved this. I'm really interested in this lineup, at least. I've been wanting to see Ceballos and Partey. I think we'll lose some discipline with Xhaka, but we'll see. Saying that about Xhaka is kind of funny, not going to lie. Irvin, it sounds mad, but 100% agree. You know, let's be real. It sounds mad, didn't it? And it might say where we are as a football club, but you do see why Xhaka plays 9 times out of 10 when he's left out for all his mistakes and things. But for me, like I said, I'm trying to be positive. Ceballos, step up. You know, you didn't get, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Ceballos didn't go off with Spain, because I never see him play when I watched them in the international break against Georgia. Was it Georgia? I'm sure it was, because they were winning at one point. I never saw him go off. And obviously, you want to play at the Euros, you want to make it at Madrid and all of these sort of things, or even at this point, get the same way Arsenal fans are speaking about Odegaard. I'm sure you want them to speak about keeping you, and none of these 3 things are being said. So you've got an opportunity. Like I said, when you look at Ceballos, when you look at Aubameyang, make yourself a hero today. Everybody will love you if you do what you need to do. Lacazette, continue what you've been doing. Pepe, can you continue what you're doing? Partey, I need a big performance. Tierney, I need a big performance. Gabriel, I need a big performance. You 3 in particular are the ones I really believe in this squad out of everybody, with respect to everybody. Odegaard as well, shout out to you. Chambers, I know you get it, but go out and show your manager why you deserve to still be involved in this football club at some capacity. Leno, you've been coming in for some sort of heat, and I'm not going to lie, that back 5 unit is going to be crucial to what we do, not just in defense, but in attack, people. You know, our first attacker is Leno, our first defender is Lacazette. Until we understand this for 90 minutes as a football club, We need to. It is what it is, people. If you get it, people, we need to play well for 90 minutes. I just hope we play well and win. But that's been my thing. Even when you look at the Spurs one, if you look at the Chelsea one, take nothing away from these victories. But when you move away from it being what it could have been for Arsenal, what Arsenal have done in those fixtures previously, and you look at what you want Arsenal to be, and you look at it without emotion, you need to play well for 90 minutes. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, and them things there are not facts. But the Spurs game, the Chelsea game, United even to a degree, these all games could have went differently if other fine margins went another way, like has happened on the flip side of things against us, people. Do you get it? So I want to see us play well for 90 minutes. I don't want to see us, if we start well for the first 20, the last 20 is a bit shaky, or we're taking long to wake up, and and the many variables. You need to be stand up to be counted. Of course, like I said at the start, of course, it's a game for tactics and all of those sort of things, people. It's Liverpool versus Arsenal. But it comes down to mentality and game management. And the team that wins today will be the team that's able to think, not the team that gives away penalties and all these sort of things. Hopefully we can, again, big performance for Tierney against Salah. Sadly, Salah's twisted him up a couple times. Obviously, Tierney's been the get back in that, but he's twisted him up a couple times. Holding and Chambers. Lockdown Mane. I want to see you lot on a revenge thing today, because Mane's embarrassed you lot. Ceballos, big performance. Odegaard, we want to keep sitting here and begging Madrid to give you us for another season the minimum. Aubameyang, people won't give a crap about your hairstyle, your lateness, your form if you make yourself a hero today. Lacazette, I'm sure you want a contract, and you score today, you play well. Who knows? I might be able to squeeze some live streams just off of asking if we should give you a new deal, people. I might be reaching a bit, and I know I'll take what I'm given, but I'd love a Reece Nelson or a Martinelli to come off the bench and have a significant part to play in this game, people. Chambers against Salah is a big test, assuming Salah is on the left, and whatnot. Tierney versus Robertson is a good debate, but I'm not going to lie. I've been screaming Tierney's name in that regards on a shameless one. And I think with the way Liverpool have been playing, with how Spurs and Reguilon have been playing, I think Tierney's time is right now. I think on current form, it's Tierney and Shaw for me, on current form. But all the left backs I just said all have a case to be it. And it's nice to be able to talk about having one of the best in the league in relation to the left. Imagine what it'd be like in relation to the right, Who knows, man? Who knows? Joshua said, I expected Cedric to start, but fair play to Arteta for rewarding his performance against West Ham. And it is what it is. It is, you've got an opportunity. We do need a couple, let's be real. Chambers, from a selfish point of view, if I'm Callum Chambers, I kind of want clarity over my position at this football club, because I've got 2 years left. I come as being a centre-half long-term. I've played here, there, and everywhere. I've gone on a couple loans. I'm really no closer or anywhere more significant in terms of an Arsenal player than I was beyond the squad player, which again is what I just said he came with. But from a selfish point of view, a fan point of view, and an Arteta point of view, you don't rely on them, but you always want a couple of squad players. Milner, with respect to Milner, he's the creme de la creme of it. As great, Milner's a great player, but Milner's versatility kills him. Being able to play midfield on the left, on the right. Chambers is no Milner, but he's able to do a job at right back, able to do a job in the midfield, able to do a job obviously in a couple of roles. You want to, out of a 25-man squad, you want a him or a Maitland-Niles, one of them that you can rely upon, or just call them up to do that. Obviously, like you said against West Ham, if you're doing your thing when you're given opportunities, then you play every game until it don't work anymore and you have to revisit things and whatnot. And Bellerin. So maybe Bellerin. I thought Bellerin would play, to be fair. I thought Bellerin didn't play the last game. I thought international break and whatnot, he'd be locked in and things, but it is what it is. Everybody that's watching this, there's 270 of you. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. I'm sorry, but I forgot to eat this jelly. I just wanted a tiny bit. I'm completely shameless, people. I'm so sorry. But I needed that. I regret nothing. Delighted Pepe starting. Come on, Pepe FC. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Stocks in Pepe FC are at all-time low. It could be the next GameStop. Lucifer, dodgy name, but fair play, my dude. You said it might actually be a 4-3-3 this time with Partey in the DM. Who knows, people? It could be 2 8s. I'm all for that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And to be fair, I think a lot is personally made of formations these days, my bro, because, one, they're all subjective, because sometimes I've seen us all talk about a certain formation and the manager who is actually playing the tactics has said it's so and so. And then when you look at it deeper, 1 minute it's a 4-3-2-1, then it's a four, it's a variation of a four, and then several twos, and then it's a 4-4-2. They're all very fluid. So a lot is made of it, you know. As long as we can adapt a system and be competent, it is what it is. What am I drinking? Just a humble tropical juice, my guy. Man said, really and truly, Gooner. Fair play, man. No Clue has said, Deluded, how we play from the get-go is important. We can't be repeating how we begun against West Ham. Again, you know, my guy, what's already understood don't gotta be explained. And we as fans know that. Hopefully the ones that are in charge of changing the result can do that as well. You lot are killing me. You lot are killing me, man. Allow me, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. What we at in terms of likes? In terms of score predictions, we've got a 3-3, we've got a 3-2, we've got a 2-1. You know, sounds a 3-1 there, and next 3-1 to Arsenal. So again, a lot of you are just, the one theme I can see so far is high scoring games. You lot think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. Ironically, I know the majority of you are probably Arsenal fans, but it don't seem like no one's giving it Liverpool. 3-1. I'm not sure who, but fair play. Laka versus Firmino. Fair play. All right, big up the Manchester ones as well, man. I appreciate you, Prince. I appreciate you, that. I appreciate you, man. Doesn't Salah play on the right? Yep, that's what I thought, unless there's something new. Answered with the money cock. I feel this is a game for Martinelli. I feel every game's a Martinelli, man. For Martinelli, and every game until we see him, you know. Typically, it's always the people that aren't involved that we always cry for. But I would like to see that, man. Pfizer said, I want to see Odegaard and Ceballos link up well. See, that's what I want to see, man. You're both, you know, I'm of the belief when you play technical footballers with technical footballers, they should play better. You know, your two players. One criticism I'd say of Ceballos is I see why you're not playing for Madrid. You know, you do things that can be done in 3 touches, you're taking 4. You know, these sort of things that you need to get out of your game. With Odegaard, I'm genuinely looking at it and saying, you know, it's just not, it's a coach thing and all of these, because you've got the ability, and so far you show me the consistency. I see why Ceballos ain't involved at Madrid, beyond Zidane might not liking him and things like that. And this, like I said, this should be a game for you. I want to see you dictate it. One thing I like about Ceballos, he's brave. He'll try things once and try things again. He's got it. It's just about finding balance and raising the application. You know, I've always said, like with Odegaard, again, as much as I'm shameless and I talk about his technical ability and we have banter, when we look at it without emotion, I shouldn't. What, you telling me I should praise your technical ability? You're a creative midfielder. You should be able to, you know, hit a ball on a sixpence and control it, and, you know, have eyes in the back of your head and all these things. I need to see you doing it consistently and changing the game. I see that consistently so far with Odegaard. I don't see that with Ceballos, with all respect. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. I don't know until we see. It could be a 4-3-3. It could be a 4-2-3-1. Who knows? Hey, man, Hovik. We got Armenia in the building. Appreciate you, man. We've got Philippines. I appreciate you. Philippines and Armenia. It's crazy the way the place this DG thing is getting out, man. It's crazy. I appreciate you guys, man. In relation to my score prediction, I'm gonna say a 2-1 Arsenal. Same prediction as last time. No, I'm gonna say 2-2. I just see Trent Alexander-Arnold hit a cross, and I can just, yeah, man, I changed it. I fully changed it. Maitland-Niles don't want to be our Milner. He said he wants to bust out. He don't want to be our Milner. You know. CM has said, sup, DG. I'm very happy with the lineup tonight. How about you? I got no complaints, really. Again, there's been some injuries. There's been some illnesses. Really, the only one I could look at is Ceballos. But if Xhaka isn't fit. And realistically, who else is going to play there? Smith Rowe and Saka are not fit. It is what it is. David Luiz isn't fit. It is what it is. The only one I'm really going to scrutinize is going to be Chambers at right back. I don't want to be shameless because we was praising it in his performances, but that's the only obvious one. And I'm pretty sure many people Not that we're trying to say we know more than Arteta, but I'm pretty sure many people would not have went for Chambers at right back. Not because of he's done anything wrong. He did his thing against West Ham, but once again, he's going against Mane. You know, we've been down that road with him. Again, I would love him to, you know, if he plays well and he locks it down and we win, that flips that all on his head, what I've said. But that's the only one. Now, obviously, anytime I don't see Martinelli, I'm going to have something to say as well. Twitter is going to have a field day with Aubameyang if Aubameyang don't bag today, people. You know, shout out to our very own Travis Scott. Come on. Jay has said, I'm not so confident anymore after I saw the lineup, man. It's cool, man. Have some confidence, man. You know, like I said, I didn't think Chambers for today is the best option. I'm a bit wary about Ceballos, but support everyone, man. Until we see something else happen, you know, until we see otherwise, support it, man. Because if it works, what are we going to say, man? Arsenal's at home. Not sure why you don't know that, but there you go. Come on, man. That's not nice. Don't know if I trust Ceballos against a high-pressing Liverpool team. I've been showing the Arsenal one for a hot minute, people. So, yeah, taking the Liverpool one as well. Who you voting for, Mayor? I don't know, man. What have you said? United fan draw, please. Arteta just said no handbrake today. That's what I want to see. But you see them ones there. All Arteta can do is play a wavy lineup. Sorry to move the Liverpool one. Arteta can only give them so much. But once they cross that chalked line, they have to do it. We can, in training, we can do attacking phases of play. We can name Odegaard, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, and actually Ceballos behind them to go with Kieran Tierney bombing forward. We can have all of that. But the players have got to believe. They have got to believe from the start. Not only the start, people, but everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. If Liverpool go and score the first goal, or if Liverpool counter-attack or a mistake happens, where do you go from there? Are you going to, the minute that happens, are you going to stop trying to go forward and get scared because that's going to happen again? Or are you going to keep trying? So it's all of that. The players have got to stand up today. The players are the ones that will be playing with the handbrake. And like I said, play the occasion. Play the game, play football for what it's worth. Disregard the fact that it's Liverpool and who these players are and all of these things. We've all been in a football match. Read the first 10 minutes. If you're, you know, if they're all on top of you, if you're a winger, get back. If you're a fullback, tuck in. If you're a midfielder, follow your runners. If you see people are switching off, try and make a run. You know, try and play more than within yourself. Do that extra, do your job first and foremost, but give yourself, try and offer to the team that extra 10%. If you all offer extra 10%, you know, you have half the job, man. Forget the fact that, listen, these players are quality that Liverpool have. You know, I would trade some of the players that are starting right now for me. I would trade for Liverpool players in a heartbeat. But football isn't one on paper. Football isn't just one just because of whatever. I know it's not the same, people, but Liverpool lost to Villa. Did Villa do that? Of course, it's a crazy game, but did Villa do that because they sat back and respected this Liverpool side? No, man. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Love for the super chat, my guy. Pick a quick number between 5 and 10. 7, man. Robert Perez thing. I appreciate that. Do you think the midfield has enough muscle defensively? I would have thought El Nene plays. To be fair with you, it's going to be a game where we're going to need the whole team. Like, Aubameyang's going to have to press from the front. Like I said, it's a difficult one because Lacazette's going to probably get subbed purely because we're asking a lot of him today. He's going to have to press and he's going to have to drop into that midfield. Odegaard, we're going to need a lot from him defensively as well and receiving the ball in deeper positions. That's why Smith Rowe would have been a good option potentially off that left-hand side today. So I do think in theory we've got the bodies to get around in midfield, but in terms of steel and grit, you know, they've got the experience Milner, they've got Fabinho, you know, Fabinho, Milner and Thiago against a midfield of Odegaard, Ceballos and Partey, winning it. As much as I love that our midfield, I think we're a man short, and it's nothing to do with Partey or Odegaard as much as I rock with Ceballos as well. Bro, it's up to Arteta. I don't know. I hope Nelson does. I just said earlier, man. Maybe, but again, realistically, Nelson, he's clearly trained well because he's actually on the bench now. But I didn't. It probably a bit naive for Nelson to probably have started today, really. But yeah, man, let's keep going, people. Keep running up the like button, people. There's 275 of you locked in. Please make sure that is a reflection of such people. Free up Martinelli for sure. Free up Martinelli for sure. My thoughts on the Lacazette extension. Pardon me, without emotion, I don't think it's necessarily the best decision to make away from Lacazette, just in terms of we should have been looking at now to get a striker that can give us what Lacazette, pardon me, can give us. Because as much as I love Lacazette, you know, work rate, pressing, being up for big games, mentality, being an example for young players. These are things a lot of players that should be the minimum in all 11 of your players, people. Do you get it? So it is what it is in that regards, man. We need a bully. Trust me. Greg has said, Don DG with the fresh trim. I don't mind the lineup. Think we're getting a win today, but we have to come out ready for minute one. But Partey banger, I'm calling it now. Well, we've seen Partey practicing in training, so let's hope today is the day, man. Better late than never. I love Partey. I back him to have a good game. I don't back him to quite do that, though. I'll eat humble pie if he does, but yeah, man, Partey needs to allow the shots, man. That's one thing. Just allow the shots and everything else would be good, man. That 7 was a bet for Arsenal win. Hey, man, don't get me involved in that, Steve, man. I'm just here to talk about football, man, but I appreciate the super chat, my guy. Emma said, smash the like button, people. Please make sure you do. There's 284 of you locked in. Where are we at in terms of likes? 180. So over 100 of you are being lazy and doing me dirty. Don't matter. Cool. God's watching. And I'm talking to you as well. Partey would be great for NFL, can't lie. Yeah, with them shots there. Sell Xhaka. Xhaka ain't even allow Xhaka today, man. He's not even a part of it today. Like, it's a bit sad, man. I don't even think you bothered to read what's in front of you, car. You're boy in it, man. Justifan is saying 1-0, to be honest, not a high scoring game today. The problem is who is going to win. I feel you. Feeling about today's game. Because of the international break, it's took a lot of feeling, whether that would be positive, negative, anxiety, excitement. It's taken a lot out of it. I'm keen to see from an Arsenal point of view, as well as a Liverpool point of view, for the players that did play for their countries or whatever, what sort of fatigue element there's going to be. Both teams have had a long time to reflect on a season. Well, 2 weeks is a very long time to reflect on anything. Both of them have had a significant period to reflect on their season, prepare for this game, and prepare moving forward for, like I said at the start, this last furlong of a season. And I'm keen to see it. It comes down to game management, because you can't come out all guns blazing from minute 1 to 90, people. It's naive, and no matter what, that will have you doing them ones there where you had more shots, you was all over, you was probably better than the opponent statistically and with the eyes, people, but the opponent won because they capitalized on you counter-attacking. We're 9th, Liverpool are 7th, we're on 42, they're on 46. If for nothing more, just look at it of, trying to get closer to them. They're better than us right now, based on where they are. Lay down the marker. To be the best, you've got to beat the best, sort of thing. I appreciate that, man. Liverpool fan, I think we're going to win 3-1. Fair play. And I would believe that as well. For Arsenal, I don't know where the confidence would come from, just based on how Liverpool have been, I guess, and how we've been. But I'd believe you could win. I look at that Arsenal defense, and if I'm a Liverpool player, I'm saying, listen, Chambers is not played too much. He's a right back playing there. Get at him, holding, get at him. Gabriel's been in and out the team. Get at that. Tierney, they're saying you're the best in the league. Go and show why you're the best in the league. That midfield, Liverpool should believe they could beat that midfield in terms of the individual battles. Again, it's a game that we're at the stage in the season where we don't need to talk about tactics and things. We've all been watching both teams. We've all been watching all the players. We know exactly what to expect, sort of thing, man. Kind of worried about Holding. He hasn't played a lot recently. I'm just worried about Holding in wide areas, because for me, this is a game where, as much as I like Holding, I think he's still naive as a defender. And this is a game where you can't be naive, because you look at the game at Anfield, we was naive. Naivety would be Bellerin and Willian, where they switched off and allowed who was it that eventually scored? It might have been Robertson to score. It's not a day for naivety, and better yet, I don't want to see naivety. We can't afford that in our play, people. What's the time? 11 minutes until kickoff, people. Hit the like button. I can't lie. My juice is done. I'm getting some more people just before kickoff. I'm coming right back. I'm back, people. You done now? Hey, man. I'm back, refilled and ready. 4-1 Arsenal. Respect that. I respect that. Hopefully, man. I'm nervous, man. I'm getting a bit nervous now. You lot are making me nervous about this game. Here's the Liverpool lineup, because I'm conscious that we're being a lot Arsenal-centric, if that's even a word. Fair play. First time Odegaard starts behind that front three. I wouldn't say that's the case at all. Pepe with a brace today. Hopefully Pepe can get a brace today, folks. I hope so. And again, I just feel Yotta's the guy off the bench, man. Yotta might be the problem, man. We're at 213 likes. People, please make sure you're running that one up there, man. Another cup final for Arsenal. Fair play. You know we love a cup final. You know, the best game against Liverpool for me of recent was when we had that 1-1 victory when Lacazette and Ozil played out of their skin. On a serious note, regardless of what happens in this game, I don't want it, if they beat us from an Arsenal's perspective now, I just want it to be because Liverpool showed their quality. They showed why they won the league. I don't want it to be because we made individual mistakes. And I don't want to leave this game without at least asking serious questions of that defense. I don't want this to be a game where Kabach and Phillips gain credibility with Jurgen Klopp and he starts believing in them and Match of the Day dedicate all their time to, you know, all these fancy clips and that. I don't want it to be that. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold, realistically, he's going to the Euros, and I don't know why Southgate showing off not including him, but he's faced some scrutiny. Don't let it be a game where in a positive way you can stick two middle fingers up at Southgate and say, are you watching? This is the form of old. Don't let it be one of those games. Don't let this be it. This is a game where both teams have to try and lay down a marker, not on the individual teams, but where they want their season to end. You know, they've writ their wrongs now. The season's kind of gone. You know, probably too late in both people's to change it. But it's still there. For Liverpool, they can still get to a Champions League final. They can still mathematically get top four. For Arsenal, we can still get to a Europa League final at this moment in time. Mathematically, we can still get top four if you still believe that. You know, it's down to what they want to do. It's down to that, man. You know, again, you have to test him because there's been poorer players than Kabach that Arsenal haven't tested. You know, hopefully Holding doesn't get sent off. And Holding, I hope, you know, the buck has to stop sometime. Surely the buck has to stop sometime. You have to stop getting ripped by Mane. Let it be today, man. Hopefully. I expect Thiago to have a decent game as his teammates are now playing in their preferred roles. Need to get out the block fast. We are going to be asking serious questions about Liverpool's defense, or we'll be asking more questions about Arteta's tactics and leaderships. Pepe can beat Trent Alexander-Arnold on pace and skill. Aubameyang can destroy Kabach with his pace. Phillips will get roasted by Lacazette. Tierney will destroy Robbo. Holding will be a brick against Mane. And he's just put Odegaard. Hopefully, man, talk it into existence, my guy. Smash it up into existence. Please make sure you're hitting the like buttons. Matt has said top 4. Never tell me the odds. Fair play. Arsenal to win 3-1 and Pepe to score. I hope so, dude. I hope so. I hope so, man. It's going to be an interesting one, man. It's going to be a real interesting one. As you lot know, this game was also brought forward 24 hours as well, which is interesting. You know me, I love a good statistic and all those sort of things. So should we see if there's any relevant statistics for this game, people? Mane has scored 7 goals against Arsenal. He's only netted more against Crystal Palace in Premier League history. He's got 10 against Crystal Palace. He's got 7 against Arsenal. Don't let it be 90 minutes today. And he's added to that. Only 3 players have played more Premier League games against Arsenal than James Milner, and they're Gareth Barry, I'm sure, Ryan Giggs, and Frank Lampard. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has 9 goals in his last 8 appearances in all comps at the Emirates. Again, hopefully we can add to that. This is Arteta's 50th Premier League game in charge, people, which is a landmark. You know, that could actually be content for a video. 50th in charge. Apologies, people, because it is, we should be putting first half here. The boys are walking out, and let's get back into this quickly, people. Liverpool have scored more goals against Arsenal than any other opponent in Premier League history, people. This is the 11th time that Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe have all been in the starting lineup together over the last 2 seasons, which tells you the mismatch Arsenal probably have when it comes to those players, people. And that, you know, that front three is probably more about by accident than design. But going back to the lineup, we're about to kick off, people. We're 4 minutes away from kickoff. It's Arsenal versus Liverpool. Please hit that like button, people. You know, energy today. I'm confident about Arsenal. I'm not in the result, but I'm confident in the performance. Hopefully, I can still say that come the end of this game. As you lot can see, from an Arsenal perspective, you've got Leno, Chambers, Rob Holding, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Ceballos, Pepe, Odegaard, Aubameyang, and Lacazette make up our starting 11. On the bench, you've got Matt Ryan, Hector Bellerin, Cedric, Marie, El Nene, Reece Nelson, Willian, Martinelli, and Eddie Nketiah back from the wilderness. From Liverpool's perspective, we still know they haven't got a full fully fit squad to choose from. It's Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Phillips, Kabach, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Milner, Mane, Salah, and Firmino. They've got a former Arsenal player on their bench. Shout out to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Alongside Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on that subs bench will be Reece Williams, Shaqiri, Temiskas, Keita, Wijnaldum, Curtis Jones, Adrian, and the man who we allowed to score his debut goal against us and kick off his Liverpool career, Diego Jota, who might have something just tells me he's going to have something to say in this game, people. As you lot know, the Arsenal squad is kind of impacted, much like Liverpool, through injury and whatnot. Xhaka, David Luiz, for example, play no part. And neither does Haaland, Boy Smith Rowe, and Bukayo Saka. Moderators, please big up the moderators. Then please make sure you're patterning. You know, please. We've got a good little live chat. I'm seeing people spamming. You lot are meant to be on that. You know, I don't want Arsenal to start the game like you lot are starting this live stream, because you know, with great power comes great responsibility. You're part of DG Nation FC in terms of the moderators, because you lot are good players. Being moderators, you got to show why you're good players, people. That's why you lot are there, man. Wondering how Thiago will play against Arsenal. Hopefully not that well. I wouldn't say Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was a beast, but fair play. You know, can we keep it moving? We're over the target, which was 200 odd likes. Can we keep that one moving, man? I appreciate the energy, man. I really appreciate that, man. This is why I do it, man. Support like that. Let's get the like button up, people. Paul, I know you're happy after that Chelsea result, people, and the fellow Spurs fans as well as Paul, because provided you lot do your job and West Ham slip up again, I swear you man can get full after everything that's been said about Jose. What could people saying? It's been a long season, you know. Jose's been writ off, then seen as the man. Pep's been writ off. You know, United were winning the Premier League, Arsenal were back, and then we're not back. There's a lot of things, people, that was happening. But yeah, man, hit the like buttons up, people. R.I.P. Claude as well. Love for that, my guy. We're about to kick off. You know, the time for talking is done. We're 2 minutes away. As I said, it's Mikel Arteta's 50th game in charge, people. And 50 games. I wonder what I feel about Arteta. 50 games in charge now. But nonetheless, it's time to remove that, people. Saturday night football under the lights. It's Arsenal versus Liverpool. You know, it's 7th versus 9th. I'm getting a bit nervous, as you lot could probably tell. Let's go. And I wonder, I can't hear the commentator, so I don't know what the delay is, what it's about, but fair play. Come on, man. Big up Claude, big up Robbie. Rocky, apologies. You know, big up Rollcastle, of course, man. RP Rollcastle, RP Claude. You know, may their souls rest in peace. And hopefully we can give them and their victory, man. You know, Claude is probably smiling down from heaven, and as is Rollcastle. Big up them and their. Good luck to us, Mr. Adlib, like you said. The kneeling thing's been done. The token gestures are over. It is Liverpool versus Arsenal. Arsenal versus Liverpool. It's kicked off now, people. Liverpool have gone long, and that will be Sadio Mane's first touch. First little battle between Callum Chambers and Mane. It's now here with Partey. He's found fellow summer signing in Gabriel. Gabriel found a Bamian on this left-hand side. He's found Tierney. Key thing within this opening stages is settling. Settle and calm down. Both teams probably got a lot of nerves through not playing for a while in the Premier League, and they just need to settle. Lacazette over on this left-hand side. Personally, I don't know how he hasn't won a free kick. Eventually, he has from Firmino. Some nice boots from Fabinho. Apologies. 38 seconds into this game, people. Quick free kick doesn't work. Trent Alexander-Arnold reads it, people, and it's here with Thiago. Thiago finds Salah. Salah gets a nicking from Tierney, and Tierney will go out for a throw in mid-table madness. I like that. Come on, man. Let's win this. Come on, boys. Big up all the members, man. Tino, I don't know if Arsenal did anything for Claude, but I hope they did. It would be a good tribute. Rob Holding. Thiago finds Firmino. Firmino tries to knock it forward. Tierney will just put his foot through it. Important day for Tierney against Mohamed Salah, as you lot already know. Phillips finds his fellow defender in Kabach, who gives it first time to Alisson. Alisson gives it straight back to Kabach. Kabach goes long with his left foot. Met by Rob Holding. Partey. It looked like a handball, but play will continue. Chambers has lost it. Saying that, Partey's won it back. How we didn't get a free kick, I don't know, but fair play. 1 minute and 45 seconds, people, into this clash. No more sweets for me, man. As you lot can tell, I love sweets. And again, both teams are looking to settle. Liverpool so far have had possession. Trent Alexander-Arnold finds Thiago. What a baller Thiago is, man. Hasn't set the world alight in the Premier League, but I'm of the belief quality always shines through. Liverpool have been caught napping, though, and that's the first glimpse, man. That was lovely from Partey, but we might have set ourselves up because Liverpool can break. Fortunately, we've got bodies back, and fortunately for us, Rob Holding has won it. Pepe against Kabach. Get at him, you know. Look at it already. Kabach is forced into a wide area. Now, we've gone home with Callum Chambers, but that's the first incident to try and take on your man, people. 0-0, 2 minutes and 33 seconds into this clash. Please make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Ceballos to his fellow Madrid partner in Odegaard. Odegaard to Pepe. Chambers on the overlap. It's amazing when a fullback overlaps. Pepe inside. Finds Odegaard. Odegaard finds Partey. Liverpool have numbers back also. Finds Odegaard. Odegaard elects to switch it. Good little switch out to Kieran Tierney. Finds Tierney. Tierney begs someone to come. He plays it backwards. Pause. Rob Holding to his mate on and off the field in Callum Chambers. Back to Rob Holding. Holding finds Gabriel. 3 minutes and 13 seconds in. Gabriel gets the radars wrong. Good intention, though. I don't mind that. I want to see bravery. Just make sure the same bravery is still there, provided we go a goal down. Hopefully, that isn't the case. Hopefully, we win today, man. Bro, I've not eaten as much as I would have liked to, man. I'll admit that. But anything for the cause, man. Anything for the cause. I got a 20-minute window between the next live stream and this. Make sure you're checking out the pinned message as well, people. I haven't been promoting that live reaction for this game straight after. But 3 minutes and 51 seconds in, Mane has absolutely sold Holding a dream. Unfortunately for us, the pass to Firmino hasn't been good enough. And I would say we got out of there. Gabriel eventually makes sure we got out of there, but that's the first little glimpse of Rob Holding. Mane's completely done him there. You know, Mane said, "Do you want to get tight to me? Cool, I'll send you same way." And they're gonna need to gang up on him better than that Rob Holding and Tierney. Because he didn't nutmeg him. It looked like it from the first camera angle, but that's too easy from apologies, not Tierney, from Callum Chambers and Holding. Better communication. You know, you don't both need to get tight. Both of you need to be aware. One of you get tight and stall him, and the next man engages. You know what? That's the key thing. Gonna need Pepe to do a big job out there as well. Odegaard finds Gabriel. Gabriel to Rob Holding. Holding puts his foot through it. Don't mind that. Finds Pepe. He looked like a foul there, ref, man. Big challenge from Phillips. Shout out to Phillips, even though that's Liverpool. Lacazette gets on it. I can't lie, people. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm liking the tempo. It's a couple meaty tackles. It's a good game so far. Robertson, I don't know what that was. 5 minutes in, people, and it's cagey first 5 minutes. You know, both teams seem to be up for this. Fair play. That was a meaty tackle from Phillips, man. Ask your mother. You ain't gonna get me that easy. Yeah, come on, man. Pattern up, man. Unfortunately, not. 5 minutes and 25 seconds in, people. It's still 0-0 in this clash. You know, both teams have seen a lot of the ball. I'd say, I don't know why, but I feel a bit confident in us knocking the ball about. It's only been 5 minutes. There's still a lot of football to be played. Travis Scott, I mean, Aubameyang goes up for a header. It almost looks like a different player, man. Looks like he's a virtual pro, but nonetheless, he's still playing. Partey, poor attempted pass, and Liverpool will get it back. Robertson to Kabach. Regardless of this result, I need you to ask questions of that defense. I can't let this be the game where their manager thinks something of them. Look at that. You know, Aubameyang's unlucky, but there you see it. You know, naive pass, and they get away with it. Firmino's going to be key. He's been getting a lot of stick this season, but you can see the positions he's taking up. Mane's done very well against Callum Chambers there. And that's a good pass to find Robertson. Chambers does very well to just knock it out for a throw. And so far, Chambers has probably lost the first two questions that have been asked of him from Mane. Big day today, but it's to be expected, you know, it's to be expected. And this is where you need the midfield, central midfielders, as well as the right winger and everybody and his centre half. You need everybody, you know, not what Mane's not a player you can say, you know, that's just your job today. You need to double up against him and things like that. Talking Turf, I said, one of my favorite PL fixtures is this. DG, I wanted to tell you, I love what you do. You've inspired me to set up a platform for disabled football fans to talk football on YouTube. My guy, I'd love to get praise for that, but you've inspired yourself, man. You've inspired me hearing that, man. I appreciate your kind words, and make sure you all check out Talking the Turf TV. You know, big up yourself. I appreciate that, man. You know, Thiago is a fouler. One thing he can't do is tackle, man. He's a bit like Paul Scholes. Underhit pass there from Holding, and Gabriel gets him out of danger. You know, we need to be a bit more crisper with our passing. It ain't the game for that. Liverpool will exploit. You see what a high press can do for you. Kabach is a bit of a free spirit. That's the second time unnecessarily Kabach is giving the ball away. You know, unnecessarily. And what I've clocked already, that left hand side channel, he doesn't want it on his left foot unless you force him to. Look, there you see it. He's taking it on that right. There you see it. That right foot to give it to Robertson, people. Watch it again. That right foot. Oh, he used his left peg. Go and ask questions. He's awkward on that side. 0-0, people. 8 minutes into this clash. It's still Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Lovely switch if Robertson can keep that in. Robertson tried his hardest to keep that in. That would have been a lovely pass. 8 minutes and 13 seconds in for those of you who need a timestamp and things. Big up to you lot tuned in. 199 of you locked in. Please make sure you're hitting that like button. Where are we at now? We're at 253. Can we actually get that to 300 before the second half, people? 8 minutes and 30 seconds in. Callum Chambers to restart play with a throw in, folks. Go on, Chambers. You know, this is what, you know, everything I said to you, I wanted Odegaard to do. He's doing it. He's dropping deep and just being a body, as is Lacazette. Pepe now. Ref, come on, ref, man. We're playing football, man. We're not playing them ballerina things. Plays continued it's the refs actually stopped Liverpool from starting it quickly as well, frustrating both teams. You know, fair play to the ref. 9 minutes in, people, is still 0-0. But the refs just do that just so they can remind people it's their game in case they were ever surprised. Phillips in possession, people. Lacazette on his case, and he goes home. This is what I'm saying. Ask questions, man. You know, Phillips don't really want it. Kabak don't really want it. Look. As you can see, Odegaard's joining the press, but this is where, you know, obviously when you ain't quite got the players, it is what it is, people. Kabak always wants it on his right foot there, people. Good little pass from him, and it just goes out of play. You know, 9 minutes in, 9 minutes and half and a half a second in, people. Let's call that 10 minutes in. No, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. You know, Mane versus Chambers at the moment, you know. Started positive. Ref, what's that? Ref, that's a head injury. You can't play on. Lacazette's just got licked in his head there. What's that? I think that's a free kick for us. I appreciate you, Beanie. More of the members tuned in. Kabak is trash. I don't think he's trash. I just think he's still young, man. He's what people really underestimate, especially centre half. Like how young you are. Ceballos has played a stupid pass to try and find Tierney, and Liverpool have capitalised. But Thiago's played it behind Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I know he won't be happy with that. I appreciate that, Mr. Adlibs, man. I wish we could, man. It is what it is, man. Thiago, no look pass, find Salah, Firmino. From a neutral point of view, I know I'm an Arsenal fan, but football fans recognize football fans. Thiago's an absolute baller. Real footballers, sorry, football fans do. Firmino sent somebody shot, done it again with Ceballos, puts a good ball in. Rob Holding gets his noggin on it. Ceballos has gone up, Milner striked, and it's not gone out for a corner. It's a goal kick, but that give you a bit of positivity from a Liverpool perspective. From an Arsenal perspective, can we clear our lines a bit better there? You know, it was a bit of a mess there, to put it nicely, man. Brad Davis has said, has anyone got a site to watch this game? Streamers, please make sure you help the guys in the live chat, man. Let people know where they can watch this game and things like that. It's still 0-0. It's 11 minutes and 15 seconds in. It's a goal kick over here with Leno, people. Leno's elected to go long. He's gone to find Lacazette. Kabak has done quite well to beat Lacazette to it, but it's in Arsenal. It's with Arsenal now. Good touch from Partey. Better pass from Partey. Oh, good reading of the game from Phillips, but it's only delayed our attack now as Tierney bombs down this left-hand side. Tierney's better than that, and considering you got 3 assists in the week for Scotland, his final ball should be better. And again, that shows you why your passing has to be better, because Liverpool are on the break now. And I don't want to see us looking to the ref for free kicks. Play to that whistle. Why are we stopping play? That attack, counter attack could have been so much worse from Liverpool, people. Ceballos in possession. The only criticism I could say, both teams are not trying to hurt the other team when they're in possession so far. They're showing for it and things like that. But it is what it is. You know, what are you saying, man? No rhythm yet after international duty. Holding looking a little dodgy. To be fair, there's rust in hella people's play. You can see the same with Liverpool. It's a bit of a weird one. That's a good pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold, though, into the right-hand channel for Salah. Salah's not got no options and just simply has to delay. Gives it to Thiago. Thiago finds Mane. Mane looks for Robertson. Finds Robertson. Never a foul. Play continues. Robertson gets his radar completely wrong. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Just a fan is always plugging me. He says, people, don't forget to tune into the Deluded live match reaction and review. Hit the reminder and hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Enjoy the stream. And he said it. He said it all there. The members are helping you, Brad, man. Total Sport Tech. Again, hit that up. Steve Stoner said, I'm not watching, so going by your channel, going by your commentary, haven't heard you mention Danny yet. Should I be worried? Not really. And to be fair, I've said Danny Ceballos' name a couple times, but yeah, it could wake up a bit. It's not really a day for individuals as yet. It's still a bit scrappy. It's a bit of quality in patches. Mane probably the most exciting bit on the football field so far. Him versus Chambers is a good battle, and so far it's positive for Liverpool. Great bit of play from Liverpool, and somebody should finish that for Liverpool. Aubameyang's just about cleared it for us, but it's here with Fabinho. Fabinho's being a have-a-go hero, and it whistles wide. Liverpool have had the better chances, I would say, within these opening 13 minutes. Call it 15, people. You know, Liverpool better half chances. You know, I still think we're lacking, like you lot have agreed as well. We're still lacking that rhythm. We're lacking rhythm, for without a shout. You know, I think we need to ask more questions of their defense. Simple as that. We ain't done nothing. What have we done? We're not playing bad, but can we just up it a bit? Mane savages Odegaard this time and tries a nutmeg. Fortunately for us, it gets nowhere. But Milner, big job for Milner today. Firmino, such a baller. Fortunately, Ceballos wins. Oh, come back off, ref. How is that a foul? We playing football or what? How is that a foul? I don't even. That's not a foul because actual fouls you're not even giving for both teams. 14 minutes and 38 seconds in, people. I don't know how Liverpool have got a foul. It was a bit soft, but fair play. Liverpool will take it. It's still 0-0. It's here with Kabach. As you lot can see, we're deep in our own half and it's becoming to be all Liverpool. Fabinho's tried the Hollywood pass and we've cut it out. Pepe's been fouled there, ref. Play will continue. Pepe, pass it, brother. That pass was dead, but he finds Odegaard. That pass was also rubbish from Odegaard. And Phillips was going chiming in for Pepe. Here it is with Aubameyang on this left-hand side. A bit of quality. Aubameyang, Laka gets there. Laka, you got to let him. You got to swing your foot there and dive, bro. We could get a penalty. Dark arts and that. Gabriel, Aubameyang to Tini. Tini shouldn't be further ahead than Aubameyang. As you lot can see, we're crowded out, man. There's little space. You know, we need to move it. For me, move it a bit quicker. You know, look at the defensive unit from them. You've got Fabinho and Milner there. You know, you got to move it a bit quicker, man. Klopp's obviously he's not going to just throw Phillips and Kabach into this. He's going to equip them at least with Fabinho and Milner, two experienced, probably two of the most street smart midfielders in the Liverpool ranks, really, give or take. I'd throw Wijnaldum into that. You know, very, very awkward pass, man. That weren't no foul, but it is what it is, man. Ask this man questions. Julian has said, once again, good Spotify podcast. Please make sure you're checking out the Deluded podcast. It's on Spotify, Apple, and the rest of it. Comes out on a Monday/Tuesday and a Friday. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you loved it. I'm happy you loved it better yet. 16 minutes and 20 seconds is still 0-0, people. Allison finds James Milner. He gives it back to his goalkeeper. The press so far off the ball looks well. We found Kabach. You know, it's almost an indirect back free from Liverpool off out of possession, people, because you can see, you know, Kabach, you can see Kabach slash Philip stretching, and then Milner's tucking in already, you know, Milner tucking in, and that gives Robertson forward. Robertson can fly forward. And that's what having players like James Milner can do for you. 17 minutes into this game, people. Once again, Liverpool have possession in Arsenal's half. Thiago has found James Milner. James Milner has found his left back Robertson, who's giving it back to Milner. Not really too much movement for Milner or the man in possession for Liverpool. Which again, if you make them like low blocks and you're hard to break down, you've done half the job because it will be sideways. We've regained possession courtesy of Partey, and Ceballos has done quite well. We need to be brave in possession and not panic. Gabriel's taking no risks and goes long. Lacazette does well. He's never going to beat Phillips. That man's an animal in that regards. Tierney's able to make sure it's nothing. Leno's got his centre half in problems there with Gabriel there, and Gabriel's got something on it. But again, we're losing possession needlessly. And it's back here with Liverpool, and it's here again with Phillips. Again, we knew we was going to concede possession, but when we have possession, we need to hold it, people. But it really is a nothing, really and truly, you know, first 20 minutes, it really and truly is a nothing 20. Salah. Gabriel's been quite busy. Another clearance from Gabriel. And again, this is the Lacazette. We're just hoping he gives you a little press, but clearly we're not doing the pressing thing today too tough. We're just holding our shape. We're not doing the pressing. We'll press when we can, it appears, but we're not really doing it. And Salah's tried to play through his teammate in Mane. That would have been a good bit of play from Liverpool. Thanks, man. No, I haven't, my bro. I haven't still. Phillips in possession, people. To Ozan Kabak advances forward. 19 minutes and 3 seconds played, people, in this game. Arsenal and Liverpool is still 0-0 on this Saturday evening at the Emirates. Firmino clips it forward for Salah. Salah gets it back to Trent. Trent delivers. Liverpool corner. I mean, that one there looked a bit callous there. It looked like, I don't know what that was, but it is what it is, man. Say mistaken identity. Liverpool deliver a ball into the box. Important header from Rob Holding there, or Arsenal would have been caught cold there. Absolutely cold. Mane seems up for this. I know a lot of people have said Mane hasn't quite had the season he normally has had. You know, a bit of a nothing first 20 minutes. You know, we've been restricted into our own half. I don't think we've done enough we could with possession. I don't think we've asked this Liverpool team any questions. Phillips has got a free run there. We're lucky Lacazette's got the header. It's falling to James Milner. James Milner gets it back on this right-hand side to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Delivers a ball in. Partey will ensure it's cleared. It's all Liverpool at the moment. Facts. But we're still in it, you know. 20 minutes and 15 seconds. We're still in it. You know, I think this is one of them games where you'd love Arsenal fans to be there, man, give them a bit of energy and whatnot. Fabinho has found Trent. I mean, sorry, not Trent. What am I talking about? He's found Robertson. Mane in possession now. Liverpool's number 10 tries to play a pass inside. Fortunately, Fabinho will recoup it for Liverpool. Milner to Mane. Mane. Pepe doing well just to defend a bit. Mane's probably not what Mane's tried to do, but it turned out being a half decent pass, and Arsenal have won it back. Partey's touch was quite heavy, but we're here with Ceballos. That was terrible from Ceballos. And Odegaard's got to be stronger there, in my opinion. And Liverpool have regained possession, people. 21 minutes and 5 seconds in, people. He's been very good. Very good. Robertson. I mean, the only things I'll take pleasure from right now, but not trying to count my chickens before they've hatched, is, you know, Robertson's and Trent, really and truly, they've had to really receive the ball behind them to do much with it. Liverpool have had possession, but not done anything really with it. Leno hasn't really been tested so far like that. Again, these are all subject to change, people. And Siri, no, as much as I love you, Siri, I don't want to chat to you. Liverpool forward, Salah in possession. No foul. Tini gets his foot through it. Lacazette injured, people. I didn't think that was a foul on Lacazette. It didn't look like it was on purpose, but either way it keeps going. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Just waiting on play to restart now. Bro, so hit and miss. Sometimes I see Danny, I'm like, the passings are mad. Sometimes I'm like, what's all of that? You know, like sorry, I take that back. Mad thing happened to Lacazette. His eyes bleeding in that. Is he gonna have to get stitches in that? Or can it just be a quick one? Aye. That's a nasty one. Won't allow him to play on. Lacazette wants to keep playing on. It's none of that. Ref will have none of that. Yeah, I take that back, man. I did take that back. I didn't even see that one there, bro. I didn't even. It looked like he got caught, but you know the ones there where you're just playing for the foul. Clearly, I was wrong. Got collapsed. I bet you the coach with the one earpod in that's not charged. 100% that was left at the Emirates over the international break. It looks mean, man. It looks mean. So do you want, a lot of them are gonna be off the pace. Let's not forget. It's not like Ceballos was playing week in, week out like that. He was lacking minutes anyways, and he didn't get called up for his country, so he couldn't have grabbed some minutes in the week. Couldn't have done none of that, people. 23 minutes and 40 seconds in, is still 0-0. Once again, it's all Liverpool at this moment in time. Good. That was very good from Robertson to keep that in, and it's in a dangerous area of Mane. Mane's let it down. And we've just got no out ball. We're just not offering. We're just not offering enough with the ball. Partey's been holding it up, man. Partey's been holding it up, but Partey, Chambers, Gabriel, they've all been quite busy, really and truly. We're not playing as well as we can when we're not talking about our attacking players. Thiago finds Salah. Salah finds Firmino. Firmino twisting and turning. Eventually, Tierney's got there. Tierney has made a number of blocks, but once again, we can't keep doing this. It's been 25 minutes in. We can't just keep clearing it and then it's going to no one because it's just making our job harder and harder. And we can do this for the first 25. Well, in the last 25, that's a myth. Substitutes or none. I wouldn't say Pepe's been quiet, but yeah, man, nobody's really been there, man. Gabriel to take the restart. Gives it back to his goalkeeper. 25 minutes and 6 seconds into this clash. It is still 0-0 between these two sides. Leno with a long goal kick. Again, Pepe wins it. Odegaard in possession. So many people on him. He was never going to advance with that. And it's here once again with Liverpool and their centre-half with Kabach, who's found their goalkeeper. I think a lot of fluidity was gonna be lost. We just need to hold on to the ball, clearing it. Oi, Alisson almost put Liverpool's James Milner under pressure, but he backed his teammate and he got away with it. But again, can we take advantage of these scenarios? Too easy from Ceballos there in Liverpool. It's too easy for Liverpool to advance there. And Robertson's in acres of space. Pepe's too narrow. Robertson should be doing a lot better with that cross. Unfortunately for Arsenal, I think spoke too soon. Salah's just kept that in and he's found a very good pass to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent has found Milner. Milner's delivered. Mane, it will go into the hands of Leno. But they're showing us what they can do. You can't play like this for 90 minutes. And again, what did I say? Runners off the ball. No one's picked up Trent Alexander's run. Nobody's seen James Milner hanging there for that effort. Two things that have been crippling us in the last few games against Liverpool. Bloody hell, Danny Ceballos and Gabriel are just making a mess of things. And Liverpool have regained possession again. Calm down. Like I told you, look, this is a game for thinking. You make a mistake, calm down. And Liverpool, Aubameyang was sliding in there. I was panicking for a sec. And Partey, not for the first time, just sweeping up for us. Aubameyang, I don't know what Aubameyang. My thoughts are everywhere, people. Aubameyang, 1 minute he's losing it, then he's not. Complete pandemonium at this moment in time. Trent Alexander-Arnold had a blocked volley, and we've got possession again. Lacazette, thank you. Just hold on to it. Bloody hell! But even then, I spoke too soon because it's an underhit pass. I'm not being funny. We had a week to prepare for this. Barry, you didn't even play for your countries. What's going on? Calm down. Play the occasion. Stop getting scared of Liverpool. Hold on to the ball. Believe you're just as good as them. Come on. You're letting Nat Phillips, and Kabach get unnecessary confidence. Lovely pass, attempted pass from Thiago. Tries to find Salah. Gabriel's done very well there. Just shepherd him out. Little man him. And it will be Leno's free kick, goal kick. Apology. Self-inflicted errors. Ceballos is just playing on the next thing. Arsenal are rushing, no composure. There's bare nerves. What did I tell you, lot? Don't get scared of this Liverpool team. Don't make one mistake. See that Liverpool could score. If you make that again and think, I don't want to do that. Calm the hell down. Calm down. This Liverpool team are just as nervous as you lot. They've got just the amount of question marks as you lot. Partey's been doing a madness, but Partey, Gabriel, Tierney, Chambers, not saying he's playing extremely well, but him and Mane have been at the wars. I'm mentioning the defensive man before the attackers. That's going to be a positive for Liverpool and a negative for us. We're still playing with the handbrake. You lot allegedly told me Arteta said he don't want to play with that. An inadverted Partey header. Oh, it's 1-0. Oh my gosh, people. It should have been 1-0. Liverpool should have countered and scored. They messed it up. Gabriel eventually clears people, but it was we was at their mercy, really and truly. And again, they're showing glimpses. This is why you need to switch on. Just over 15 minutes before half time, these boys need to manage the game. Way too much respect. Ultimate bus case. You know, we're not playing the occasion. I told you, lot, you've got to play the occasion. Sorry, people, I'm trying to get my halftime notes patterned. Not playing the occasion, people. Right, that's the main. That was the main thing today. That was the main. We caught life. You're not gonna catch life too many times, man. You know, playing like this for 90 is not sustainable. And Mane is hell bent on making sure they score. Mane's dispossessed again. Holding has found Odegaard. Odegaard's played it behind Pepe, man. Come on, we're being nervous. Liverpool counter-attacking. Firmino sent someone shot. Firmino strikes. We're so lucky it's off target. Losing it in some stupid areas. Like, we look nervous, man. Half an hour in, we look nervous, and there's a matter of time. You know, the team should. I don't think the Chambers experiment is working still. I can't lie, man. I can't lie. Even if you do a thing, you do a three at the back, and you do. I don't know, man. You know, even if you've got to bring, you got to do something more, man. I think Chambers. Not that Chambers is playing poor. Mane's having. Mane's. I'm saying Mane's name too many times. I'm sure not even his mum, when he was growing up, called his name this many times in the space of half an hour. You know, again, you've got to help our players, man. You know, there's too many gaps between Chambers and Holding, and Mane's enjoying it too much out there. You give a player of Mane's quality enough chances, we all know how that script goes. He's done it against this team a lot of times. Fortunately for us, at this moment in time, is still 0-0. 30 minutes in, 47 seconds. I've not said Alisson's name too tough unless it's to do with passing, and it will be in a second, provided Phillips gives it to him. In fact, Phillips won't give it to him. He give it back to his teammate, his fellow centre-half colleague. They're feeling themselves. 31 minutes in, away from home, the form Liverpool have generally been in. Not ask them no questions. What defending has Kabach had to do? Phillips with a good pass forward. He finds Salah. Salah tries to evade Tierney, and he does, and he finds Thiago. Thiago again could find acres of space in a phone box. This guy's ridiculous. You know, Pepe's coming in for a lot of heat with you guys. I think you lot being a bit harsh, but fair play. Aubameyang turns, finally. Aubameyang, he read that, man. That was dead. Tierney finds Ceballos again. Can we calm down and play some football? Partey finds Rob Holding. Give it back to Partey. You know, oh, no, I lied. Leno. There's no need for that. Leno goes long again. It's dead, man. It's dead. Again, Robertson wins it. What was the point of that, Leno? The decision making. Again, decision making. We're doing it to ourselves. Back with Liverpool now. 32 minutes in, people. Kabach finds Fabinho. Fabinho will find Phillips. He's enjoying it, man. Phillips. I think he's doing quite well. Dispossessed by Lacazette, though. I know they've got a bit of history. Ceballos eventually gets away, finds Gabriel. Gabriel will give it to his goalkeeper. Now you should put your foot through it. And does. Phillips beats Lacazette to it. Odegaard sweeps up, though. And can we make something happen? But even then, not too many bodies are flying forward. Look, you can see a sea of blue shirts. Good pass from Tierney. Excellent run from Aubameyang. But there's no one in the box. What has Aubameyang got to do here? Aubameyang, you've got to make something happen, though. Eventually gets the ball into the box. Pepe gets a header on it. It's better than what we've seen. It's the first time I've seen us in their box, so I'll give it that. Quality on the end of it isn't good enough. I think if it provided it did go in, it probably would have been chalked off for offside. Aubameyang looked just off there. I could be wrong, but either way, you know, first time, you know, Alisson's seen us in his area. More of that, you know, create uncertainty within that team. You know, you've allowed their centre halves for me way too much time. It's better, man. It's better. It would have definitely been offside in my opinion. 33 minutes and 20 seconds right now, my guy. Fair play. You know, you spent money, you can get at him. Salah in possession. Holding does well there. Ceballos, a bit of quality is needed. He finds Pepe. Pepe, don't lose it. Ref. Come on, bro. Thank you. There's no advantage there. And this is the management. What's going on? Holding, why did you sweep that? You can see the game management from Milner. Milner knows it's in my best interest to hold on to that ball. Game management, just over 10 minutes before half time. Free kick taken quickly by Thomas Partey. Finds Callum Chambers. Chambers, he's having a tough day. Even the passing, Mane's onto him. We might have to make an ex sub still. It's not that Chambers is playing poor. He's going to get savaged out there. You know, it's all fun and games now. When Chambers gets tired, the last man you want to play against is Mane. Partey. Bit of a dodgy pass to Gabriel, but it gets there in the end. Gabriel's turn to play a poor pass. Fortunately, Ceballos will mop up. Spoke too soon because Salah is now in possession. Sorry, Trent Alexander-Arnold cuts it back to Milner. That's 1-0. Oh my God, Milner should have scored. I just said it. I thought it was 1-0. You know, we're playing with fire. Playing with fire. Milner should be kicking himself. I know Milner isn't paid to score goals, but that's a goal for him. You know, acres of space. Once again, nobody's aware. Look at the run, people. These are things you didn't want to see. You know, fair play. Odegaard is identifying it, but he's not getting there. You know, AM, I can't blame you, but these men are not serious when they're doing things like that. Serious miss. Fortunately for us. Well, it can get ugly, but right now it's cool. 10 minutes before half time. Crucially, you need to get into half time at 0-0. I cried out for game management. I don't think it's all the way there yet, but I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to focus on the fact that it's 10 minutes to half time and it's 0-0, folks. You know, 35 minutes and 22 seconds. Callum Chambers will restart possession. He finds his man in holding. Quickly, Leno, man. Leno, quickly. Gabriel, do this in 2 touches. Look, quickly, Gabriel. Quick things. Instead, he's taking 3-4. It's Gabriel, so it's cool. Gabriel's tried to find Aubameyang. Trent Alexander-Arnold has done it. It's not... The long ball thing is dead. Alisson, it looked like Alisson was going to glitch in the system for a sec, but he's done what he's done there, and he's giving it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's tried that long field, cross-field pass into Mane. You know that's what Liverpool are on. Leno's almost sold the man them short there, but we've dealt with it. Tierney. You know, a bit of too many nervous passes for my liking, and Liverpool will exploit it at one point. You know, you put your hand in the fire several times, you're going to get burnt. Pepe, can you get there? Pepe's done very well. Holding, put your foot through that. Chambers, apologies, and he's done that. But again, no focal point. I can't even blame Lacazette. Lacazette can't be there. It's 1 man against 3 already there. Thiago. One benefit is Thiago's showed us his technical quality, but like the other attackers, they ain't really got the ball in areas too many times where they can affect us. But they will start to do that, you know. We can't defend. The thing is, when you're defending for time, you can't do this for 90 minutes. You know, guys are not tired right now. Too tough. Robertson has found James Milner, who should have put them 1-0 ahead. James Milner's hit a pass, ain't banged. Tierney will head it out. Fabinho. Robertson, Trent, Milner, Thiago, all Liverpool at this moment in time. All Liverpool. Oh, man said, I think we need more midfield. We need more from everyone, man. You know, we need a bit more. We need some energy. You know what? It might even be a thing for around anyway. We need some energy, man. Mane, clip bait foul. I'll take that, but that's a Liverpool foul in my opinion. The rest bugging. Poor pass from Partey, poor first touch from Aubameyang. It's gone out of possession, but I can't lie. I thought that was a Liverpool foul. I even said it, bait foul. It's all Liverpool, man. Too much space, man. You know, too much space. I think we need a Martinelli thing, man. I think it's Martinelli just to press, man. Let Martinelli's youthful exuberance just make him press, man. Pardon me, we're crying out from an Arsenal perspective for some energy. I don't think the energy is quite there. We're not playing badly, you know. Like we're remaining penned in and that, but you know that's not going to get you a victory. And like I said, you can't do this for 90 minutes. 38 minutes and 10 seconds on the scoreboard, people. Still 0-0 at this moment in time. Oh, Tierney might pick up an accidental yellow card. There was no intent. Milner just got there first. Colin has said, what is even our game plan? Why do we play out from the back against one of... Now, to be fair, you can play... You know what? You have to playing out from the back. You know, you have to want to hold on to the ball. I don't know what our game plan is when we have possession, but we can't... As you can see as well, Colin, you know, this long ball is not helping us at all. 38 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, and you're also hitting the like button on the live reaction stream, which will follow this one, people. Oh, hopefully Partey rocket. It's not even Chambers' fault, but you're right, you know. Chambers is going to get eaten alive every day in a foot race, and we ain't got a team that's going to mark Mane with more than one man. So, you know, if somebody was going to get tight, it wouldn't matter. Good ball into the box by Trent. Good little hand from Leno, and we could have a counter attack. Pepe, just run at him. There's nothing else, man. Just run, man. Thiago, foul him. Fucking hell, Pepe, man. I love you, but you don't make it easy for you, man. What was that, brother? Sums up our half when we have had possession. You know, for me, if you know you're going to see possession minimal times in a half, then for me, every time you do see possession, you should want to make something happen, man. Saka's dad has said, DG sounds like a broken record. Poor pass, poor touch. I can't blame him, though. We've been incredibly poor. Bro, I call it as it is, man. You know, if they want me to talk about wavy first touches, show me something. Chambers has found Pepe. Holding. You know, all it takes is for someone to do a mad run and take one little shot to gas everyone. You know, that's all we need, a bit of spirit. It don't look like we truly believe that we can win a game of football. It don't look like we're flat, like we're scared like that, but it don't look like we truly believe we can win a game of football. I'm not seeing the energy I've seen in other big games. And obviously there's really and truly, you do see, I'm not going to sit here and lie, from a mental point of view, you do see the miss or the void that David Luiz and Xhaka have, people. I think we're missing them. I can't even lie. I think we're missing the vocalness. We're obviously missing Smith Rowe. We're missing Smith Rowe. We're missing Saka. Them man, they would have helped with the press a lot better, man. The press could have been even better, man. Bro, he might as well. No one else is trying to do that. All forward for Aubameyang. Aubameyang looked fouled there. Ref, come on, bro. Maybe I'm reaching. But Milner's cleared it and it's found Firmino. As you don't know, Firmino's always going to drop. Firmino probably wasn't the way he wanted to execute the pass, but Salah's there and Salah's beaky, boy. You see the way he dropped that shoulder? Forget playing against Salah. This guy is dodgy. Finds Milner on the overlap, delivers it. It's going to fall out to Robertson here. Stop the cross, Chambers. Stop the cross. Robertson puts it back in. Holding gets something on it. Chambers gets something on it. And Pepe can advance with us. Oh, good, great tackle from Fabinho there. What a player Fabinho is, man. Bloody hell. Would love to have a midfielder like that. Shout out to Partey. Obviously, I'm happy with Partey, but imagine if Partey and Fabinho in your squad. Be crazy, man. Shout out to Emery because he actually wanted Fabinho, but it is what it is. We keep sitting too deep and can't get the ball forward. Liverpool are suffocating. Use at the back. Fair play. What will Xhaka do? He can't dribble. He can't dribble. To be fair with you, listen, I'm not Xhaka Defense League at all, but I think we're missing them. I think that tells you where we are as a club, but I can't sit here and lie. 42 minutes and 5 seconds in. Once again, giving it away cheaply. You know, we can talk about lack of minutes. We can talk about, you know, the rhythm. Come on now, man. God damn, man. Phillips in possession, people. Seen plenty of the ball, and to be fair, he's had a good game, you know, with Fabinho patrolling in front of him. Thiago's been dispossessed by Partey, but again, it's dead. When one man wins it, we ain't really got a thing to do much with. You know, sadly, Torreira wants to leave. Obviously, you've all seen in light what's happened, so it's probably a myth, man. Aubameyang. Oh, how is that a foul, man? Come on, Rev. 43 minutes into this game, people. 43 minutes into this game, people. I don't think that's not true for Partey, and to a degree, it's not true for Ceballos. But I agree with what you're saying about Xhaka, man. But either way, we need better, man. Eddie and Nketiah are back on the Arsenal bench for the first time in a while. Disappointing time away with England for him and Smith Rowe. Obviously, seeing what happened with England's under 21s. Injury here. Tierney looks like he's got a little knock. Hopefully, there's nothing serious with Tierney. We know he's played a lot of football this week. Well, in the last 2 weeks. Firmino and Lacazette talking about that incident. And my guy said it there. Make it to halftime, take a breath, regroup, and start again for real this time. You said it there. I'm getting a bit scared because the look on Tini's face ain't looking like a confidence one, and the way he's being rubbed by the physio, he's not looking like he's... Whoa, Tini, are you good? Is it a dead leg? Is it a thigh? Is it a hamstring? Either way, it's a byproduct of all them minutes playing for Scotland. I think Tini's done. Oh, it's an impact thing. He's look like cool. It's an impact thing. Is it impacting? It's showing him clamp Milner. So maybe it's just sore for the minute. I don't know if this is an impact one or he's gone, man. He's gone, innit? Tini, man. Are you gone? Tini's gone, man. Come, man, Tini, there's not even a Saka or Maitland-Niles. Like, we're going to have to throw Cedric there, and then it's going to get bare mix and match now. Tini's done. He's done. He's done, man. He's done. Tini's done. I don't know what's going on. He's still running. He's still walking, so he's held that, but he's done. Look, you can... Oh, Tini, man. Come on, Cedric, but it's a bit pill to swallow, man. When any player comes off, much less Tini, because just away from being a good player, he gets it, man. He gets it. He's switched on, and that's going to have ramifications for us long term now, because you're hoping this is just an impacting. But the way he's looking, it leads me to think this is something mad still. I can't lie. We're not going to know for 48 hours, but we've got Europa League to think about and whatnot. And Tini does not look happy. I can't lie to you. He's holding it up. There's no tears in that. He's walking in that. So hope for the best. But he's looking worried, man. And he's heading straight down the tunnel. Yeah, it's a madness. 100% it's a madness. We're into added on time, but it's 100% a madness. 100% a madness. And Cedric's going to have to adapt quick. Pepe in possession. Does well to find Cedric. Cedric, get your first touches. It's a good pass to Aubameyang. Aubameyang, run at them, man. We need just a bit of positivity now. We're going to need something. Aubameyang to Pepe. Just get that in, man. Pepe, it's a good ball in. Milner's there, though. Nobody's gambling. Someone's got to come running onto that and let them swipe your leg. Just go down. Thiago's done well there. I can't lie. I don't know how on earth Arsenal have got the throw in there, but this ref, not for the first time, has made a couple beaky decisions like that. Nonetheless, we've got a throw in. Cedric to take. From what I remember, Cedric's got a long throw on him, innit? I don't know if he's going to use that now, but finds Aubameyang. Cedric goes back to Aubameyang. Can we pull it in? Gets back to Cedric. Can we pull it in? Done quite well there. Gabriel just swipes it in. I don't mind that. Pepe. That's what I'm saying. You get in the box, late run, swipe your legs. Ref, it looked like the ball went out there. It looked like the ball went out. I know whole ball and all, but it did look like the ball went out there. Firmino, frustrated, receiving it on the halfway line. Robertson in possession. 47 minutes played, people. We're into the added 2 minutes that were meant to be played. There'll probably be a bit more, obviously, in light with what's happening with Tierney. Robertson has found Mane and Holding battling. Mane does very well. Robertson, poor pass. You know, Holding and Chambers have been in the wars with Mane. Mane's just battling, and they've done all right, man. They've given as good as they take, and fundamentally it's still 0-0. Kabach in possession. This is why I think a fresh Martinelli's a problem. And either way, Arsenal have held it up, man. We've held it up. Are you watching what our next man's putting in his mouth? Pause. You're moving big, Tino. You're better than that, man. I shout out to Kiddo, man. Real hot stepper on the football field. It's 0-0, people. Get your opinions in. Get your opinions in, man. They are, man. The obo, bro. Like you lot. You are a bit of a teacher. Watching next man eat. You're bookie, man. You're scaring me, man, Tino. Shook at you, bro. I can't lie to you. Big up yourself nonetheless, though. But yes, 0-0. Get your opinions in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. I'll get my opinions in. I'm just trying to make sure I've included everything, really. Still 0-0. Boring dead game. So far, playing too deep and playing it safe. Big up yourself, Leon. Stylish, big up yourself. You said this team needs a lot of work. Sia said, good job hanging in there. Turn it around in the next 45. Very fortunate to go in 0-0. You know, can't trust them refs with them. Mr. Adliv is killing me, man. You sound depressed and I don't blame you. This just goes to show how much we rely on Xhaka. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Would you take a draw considering the variables? Of course. Bare Bones FCDG. You see how big of a miss Saka and Xhaka are to the flow of the gameplay. Adams put it the best to their gameplay. And for me, I just feel for Smith, this is assuming Smith Rowe playing, but I just feel we're missing Saka and Smith Rowe's pressing, man. For me, the most. I think we're missing the pressing. I really think we're missing the pressing, man. Don't forget the Dr. Jekyll, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde match against West Ham. Second will be good. Second half. Paul has said you would have took 0-0 at halftime before the match. Need a lot more energy in the second if you're going to get something. Paul has said everything I could say as well. What more? You lot are all in fact saying it, you know. Blaine is just saying this game is making him sleepy. Em is saying, why can't they start with a purpose? Probably have to go down to turn up. You know, Saka's dad has said terrible half. There is no creativity going forward and there's no intensity in the press. Ober on the left makes no sense to me. You know, one word I would say disjointed. We look disjointed in my opinion. So Bios is so frustrating, always doing too much. If he kept it 1 touch, 2 touch, we'd get out more easier. Aka said, far from Arteta out, but this is a decent lineup. Should be doing better. Sam, I'm good, my guy. I appreciate you for checking in. Let's see what adjustments Arteta makes. Fair play. James is just saying, Oba off, Martinelli on now. No clue. You say we need 2 more midfielders, a right back, backup left back, and a right-footed defender. Emil Smith Rowe is the glue to make the attack work. But need Odegaard to get into the game. Should have started Martinelli. Man are saying Liverpool will win. You know, fair play. You know, some interesting opinions from you lot. You lot are saying everything really and truly. You know, I'll offer my opinions in a sec. What's Emmanuel said? We need to just be more confident, try get on the ball and play, get our attackers on the ball. Facts. Tino has said, from how we play today, even if we get a new centre mid in the window, we should keep Xhaka for rotation. Arsenal definitely look discombobulated and sloppy, but luckily it's 0-0. They have the chance to right their wrongs. Interesting comments. Now, for me personally, in relation to halftime, people, looking at I can actually just share the screen. Nah, sorry, people. If you're wondering, I'm doing that like a weirdo. I've got my monitor and I've actually not moved the monitor far enough, so I can't even see one half of the page. But yeah, scrolling down because Arteta's 50th game in charge isn't going to make sense to you lot. But yeah, looking at it, people, obviously, let me scroll in a bit. First things first, for me, I don't think we're playing the occasion. I think we're playing the team. We're getting a bit too respectful for Liverpool. And like I said, respect from a respectful point of view, we respected Mane, we've respected Salah, we've respected Firmino. None of really, they've huffed and puffed Mane the most out of all and they've not done much. But we need to believe in ourselves. I think we're being a bit too respectful, and that's leading us to losing the balls in stupid areas. We're looking very nervous, people, especially around the first 30-minute mark. We look very nervous. Playing like this is not sustainable. We're giving the ball away. We're deep in our own half. We're offering nothing. When we're fit and you're able to do that, it's cool, but it's not sustainable for a half, people. You're going to get tired. When you're tired, fatigue happens. You start making mistakes. It's like a lot of you always write that you're at school, you're doing uni work or you're studying. When you start getting tired and you're writing them essays and stuff, I'm pretty sure you can see you start making spelling mistakes and punctuation mistakes and stuff. The same is for football. When you start getting tired, you start getting caught out of plays. You start making sloppy passes and things like that. Mentally, I don't think the players, I should also say here as well, I do not think the players prepared themselves mentally, personally, people. I don't think they did. I think we're playing with fire a bit too much, and Liverpool eventually will score. I think we're allowing Liverpool too much time and space, and it's all Liverpool. We are missing Xhaka from what he offers us on the ball, and I do say that with caution. But I think more than anything, we're missing the leadership of Xhaka and Luiz, in my opinion. Fundamentally, it's 0-0, so I can't cry. It's 0-0. I'm not gonna moan with you. Look, I'll take it 0-0 at this moment in time. Again, that is a big blow now with Tierney, and he adds into Saka and Smith Rowe and all of these guys now. We need more self-belief for me. I don't want to focus on players that are not involved, but Smith Rowe and Saka, if one of them were playing or both, like we saw against Spurs, I think we're missing their pressing. Ultimately, we just look disjointed, people. Like one man is pressing the midfield. There's too much space in between each other. Defense isn't always switched on. We just look a bit mad. And you can see our average starting positions. We've not really got out of our home half. Not out our home half. It's been too defensive. And I think this comes from a lack of respect. Now, the problem with Arsenal is Arsenal have no balance. We're like this, where we're ultra defensive, or we go into games where we're flying forward to the point that it's damn naivety. We don't have that balance, that handbrake to say, cool, when the opportunity is there, let's fly forward, let's show our thing, let's show what we can do, but let's respect Liverpool. And this is a problem. And this is, for me, make nothing away from the tactics and all of those sort of things. The players have to arrest themselves mentally and fix up, people. Again, confidence, because again, you're getting nervous, you're not confident, you're not saying to yourself, all right, cool, Liverpool, they had a chance but they didn't score, let's go. You're losing the ball in needless areas, people, and it will come to pay. But that's my opinions on the first half, anyways, people. Sorry, I'm just making a time stamp. Sorry, people. Oh yeah, remove that. What else are you lot saying? Trent can defo be exposed. We saw it with the Oba run, playing with no balls. Man said, leads me to ask, when have Arsenal been working on as a game plan for the last week? Man said Harvard reference it. Allow it, fam. I don't even know about that, fam. Allow me, man. So let me do the football thing, Tino. Why you always on, man? The moderators are gonna start thinking you're a hater, if you carry on like this, boy. It's all love. Tierney's thighs must be made of tissue paper. I don't want to say it, but he looks injury prone. K, oh my guy, what are you watching next man's thighs for? On a serious note, I hear you, but at the same time, is that injury a byproduct of playing for Scotland, or is that an impact injury? Because if it's an impact injury, that's completely different, innit? It did look a bit mad. Like somebody said, it even looked like he could have corralled his knee there, man. We need balance, Nico, man. Most disrespected player in the Prem is a massive shout, but he is a miss today still. But that's where I think both of you are right. One man is saying Xhaka, big miss, most disrespected player in the Prem. Nolito is saying Xhaka would not make us any better. I think you're both right. I do think, as I've said before, I see why Arteta uses Xhaka, but also say if you're building your team and demanding Xhaka to do that, the pros are not outweighing the cons. I mean, the cons are not outweighing the pros for me. So I think that shows, one, we're missing Xhaka, and two, why we're at where we're at as a football club. But away from the midfield, it's just self-belief all around. Everyone else, we're not believing on ourselves. We're just giving the ball away. It's like I said, we're either very naive as a team in games like this, or we're very scared. There's no in between, and it's a bit sad because we ain't really learned from the last game, like very, very different, like the last game. Sorry, like the last game, you won't think that makes sense. But if you remember, I just had the Google Doc point. I said disjointed, and yeah, we're very defensive. Like the last game, you saw the average position. We're all in our own half. Don't get twisted. We knew there was going to be elements of that, man. Bro, I literally put my assignment on hold for this. Harvard referencing is more exciting than this. Fair play. Now I get what you get. Fair play, man. Come on, my guy. The passes aren't quick, but you see, the Christmas comes from believing in yourself. You see, when we're beating Spurs and we're beating Chelsea and they're playing with a swagger, or we're coming to a degree against West Ham or against Leicester, that's because you believe in yourselves. You're not believing in yourself now. Man, are scared to make mistakes, you know. If that's how they are, fair play. I'll take a point, but at the same time, I just feel you ain't asked questions. Kabach's kit is clean. When he played against Leicester, it was all twist up. He probably had holes in the socks and that. I bet if he gave that to Leicester fans, they don't even want it. You ain't asked him that. Phillips is probably gonna get hella DMs for the way he's playing now. He probably get a new deal based off this because they had their full to do. I didn't even know Allison had a beard at this moment in time and like that till they firstly got the ball. We ain't asked no questions. The only thing we done of significance there was that little thing where Aubameyang had the ball and eventually Pepe had a half-hearted header. It was dead. And no matter how good you are, you need to ask questions. Liverpool have been going into leads at half time, going into games at half time, where teams have played better than what we're doing, people. So we're quite fortunate, but we need to fix up. I need to see from a mass point of view how much shots we actually have had on target, people, before the second half actually starts. Because, oh my God, one shot, one on target. My word. I mean, fortunately, Liverpool have had 6 shots, one on target. And like I said, fortunately for me, Liverpool's players what I should put as well, from an LFC point of view, their players all receiving it in front of us, in front of Arsenal. I do think, Trent, that Trent ball in behind, slash that Kabak ball, slash Kabak and Phillips, that's Arsenal starting to clock it. I'm sure LFC vexed to not score. But it's not even like Liverpool are playing amazing. We're just doing worse, man. It was his left knee. And see what I'm saying? It looked like he corralled himself there. I can't lie. It did look like he corralled himself, but it's sad, man. I still think he can, man. I still think he can. I see. Let's not talk that into existence. I know you're not, but let's deal with that one there, man. Let's deal with that one there after the game, man. I don't want Teeny's gonna make me sad, man. It's gonna make me sad. Very naive. What subs am I making? I probably wouldn't make a sub right now, but if I had to, I'm looking to bring Martinelli on. I'm not gonna do anyone dirty. But yeah, I think I might have taken off Chambers, but now Tierney's thing has obviously flipped it all on its head, really. That's what I'm saying. You got to believe in yourselves. It's all about belief, man. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people, man. 16 games. Right, man. But that's not all for him, though. 16 L's. I'm going to review that one. Don't be nervous, man. If it happens, it happens. And that's what I would say to these players. What's the worst that could happen? You go down, you lose. You've been in this territory before. So play with fear. Play without that handbrake. What? You're going to lose what everyone expected to happen. Be brave, man. And it don't look good for me. You see, it don't look good for me. We're at the Emirates. Liverpool are already out there doing their little sprints and them things there. So you already know Jurgen Klopp isn't 100% happy with what he saw from a Liverpool's point of view, away from Arsenal stuff. you know. But either way, the second half is about to kick off, people. Like somebody or the majority of you have pointed out, it's 0-0, innit? At this moment in time, it's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. But let's see what happens, man. Bro, it's Jota's warming up. Jota's warming up, man. I'm good, Skyro, man. Hope you're good as well, man. Oh, yeah, Arteta should be vexed because this is why I feel for all the Arteta criticisms. It's another week where you just know man weren't working on playing like this, and you can tell he spent hours drilling it in tactically, technically, this and that with the advisors, and you know, you think the players get it, and then they go play like this. But the second half has continued, people. Very early on, we could have had a chance there. Ceballos to Partey finds Odegaard. Where's his options though? Chambers is far too narrow, so he has to go back home. He finds Rob Holding. Holding finds Ceballos. Every time Ceballos takes them heavy touches, I get shook. But he finds Gabriel, who finds Cedric, who came on sadly for Tierney, finds Partey to Lacazette. Already it's better in these 54 seconds of this second half. Aubameyang, Ceballos, Cedric, man, just stick to what you're paid for. You're not paid for flicks, bro. As much as I like you, man, just let other people do the flick stuff. Cedric down this left wing doors, found Aubameyang. Aubameyang, you're not the guy for the flicks either. Just put the ball in the back of the net, man. You lot are ramping, man. These flicks, the thing is, these flicks are, you're putting people under pressure with the flicks. If they were played into space, like when I was seeing Firmino do it and Salah, I wouldn't mind it. But you're doing flicks when people are 5 yards away. Tried to find Pepe, and we finally forced Kabach to do some defending out wide. Well played from Pepe. Forced back home by Ceballos, though. 46 minutes, 38 seconds, people. Hopefully we can snatch it, but the mentality has to improve. Rob Holding has switched it to Cedric. Cedric can't control it, tries to head it on, and Trent will find it. Thiago, back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent uses his left foot, tries to find Mane. Chambers gets something on it. Pepe back there. And between Pepe and Chambers, that should just about do it. That's a weak header from Chambers, though. And Robertson is on his bike. I can't lie. Smart foul from Chambers. You know, you do one more, you're getting a yellow. We needed that. And I'm liking this from Arteta. He's getting vexed. Liverpool have restarted it. Phillips in possession, people. Phillips has found Salah. Very good pass. I think Salah could have done a lot better with that pass to Firmino. Look at the run from Robertson off Pepe. It's not picked up, fortunately, but that one was there. I'm just focusing on Robertson at this moment in time. Thiago has found Trent. Trent's tried to do the Salah thing and ran into a blind alley. Salah, the man in question, has actually received the ball and he'll give it to his centre-half, people. Keep it moving. Odegaard's doing the pressing. At least there's a bit more of a coordinated press now. There's a tiny bit more less disjointment in our team. Shout out to Phillips, though, because I think he's going to bag a Premier League club off this. Realistically, I think Liverpool going to make a little change on him. Firmino's dropped into midfield and switched play effortlessly to Trent. Trent, first time to Mane. That's a fantastic pass. Surely he's offside. Very good play from Rob Holding to read that, because I didn't even see Holding come out of anywhere there. I thought it was all over. It's a Liverpool throw. Found Thiago. Thiago's found technically his compatriot in Fabinho. Fabinho to Mane. Mane sees Robertson. Will he play it to him, though? I think he will. That pass is on, but he won't do it. Ceballos is on to him. No foul, Ceballos. No foul, man. You don't need. Oh, he's going backwards. There's no need, man. Robertson in possession. Ball in. Holding's done well, and he gets clear. Can Pepe see it out for a corner? Fortunately, it doesn't go out for a corner. Unfortunately, it's still alive here for Liverpool. Bit more of an open contest now. 49 minutes and 15 seconds in, people. Trust me. At least he tried a thing, man. I can't really get onto him for that, but we have to be sensible, man. And I think this tells you how we are as a team. Certain players are on this thing. Certain players are not. Certain players don't know what's going on. Certain players, 1 minute you think they don't know what's going on, and then they show you they're about it, and then they show you they're not. It's very volatile, is what I describe Arsenal. But 49 minutes and 43 seconds. Once again, it's gone back to how it was in the first half, with a quickly Liverpool with the bulk of possession. You know, Liverpool have struggled to break down teams all season, and so far they've struggled now. But if it keeps going like this, I think they will get their goal. Trent, lovely pass to Firmino. Firmino finds Thiago. Thiago glides past his man, doesn't elect to play Trent through. Tries to sneak a lovely little pass to Mane, and, you know, we've done well to clear that. But again, we keep doing madness. Don't know, man. I wish when you find that answer, Matt, man, please, because I'd love to know. I don't know what we're on today. But starting to wake up in the second half is a Buki tactic. We used to say that under Emre, and then the penny finally dropped for people. If we have to keep turning up in the second half, we're not doing something in the start of the game. It's a difficult one because I would bring on subs, but it's like, who do you sub off and who do you sub on? It's a technical game right now. Well, it's a lacking quality game, but it is what it is. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Thiago in possession, people. Forward to Salah. Salah's turn on it. I thought Salah would have played Mane there. Salah's lost it, but it's cannoned off Aubameyang. So Barnes is playing slightly better now. Bit more coordination to what he's doing. Thiago switched possession, people. Brings Robertson into play. Robertson, acres of space. Freedom of that left flank. Finds Firmino. Firmino finds Milner. Milner gives it to Fabinho. Fabinho to Phillips on this right-hand side. Liverpool have had sustained possession. Poor pass from Phillips. Thiago makes it look like a great one. Lovely pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold. And we're lucky not to be a goal down. Another big chance for Liverpool. And you can imagine there's going to be more. Thiago. Fortunately, it falls to Leno's hands. At least Partey's on this thing, man. Gabriel's been good. Good important block from Gabriel there. You know what? It's an important block from Gabriel, but it was very poor effort from Salah. Someone of Salah's quality. Cedric, poor pass there to Gabriel. And Gabriel has to just put his foot through that. But come on, you're going to kill people with passes like that. You know, that's literally what they call a hospital pass, because it puts man in hospital. It's not good enough. Wake up. Big up the Twitch gang if you're locked in as well, each and every time. How many likes are we on now? 364. Keep running up the like button, people. Can we get that to 400 before the game is done? 52 minutes and 40 seconds, people. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Kabach in possession. Part of me smells like there's something in this game if they wake up, but I'm starting to see too much gaps in the team now from an Arsenal perspective. There's too much space for Robertson. Mane in possession. Robertson, the man in possession again. Holding stands strong. Odegaard. Played from Odegaard. Laka, that was dead. And that's like another unnecessary foul conceded and given away by Arsenal. That was dead. I think the subs need to come on now. I think Aubameyang or Laka, one of them's got to change personally. Hey, man, boring's good, man. It don't mean DG ranting and raving and carrying on, man. Boring's good. I'll take this so far, man. Liverpool will get another free kick in a dangerous area, but not quite a dangerous area. Phillips. Kabach. Alisson. Still mad that Alisson's got this moustache, you know. Like, that's the most important thing I've seen found out about Alisson today. I ain't seen if your reflexes are still good and all those things. Alisson with a bit of a dodgy pass to Robertson. Kabach. Milner. See, even Liverpool look a bit shaky playing out from the back. Naturally, it's not their strongest team and they're going through their own things as a team. But we're just not on it at all. Holding looked like he was clamped there, but nonetheless, we still got possession. Chambers, come on, Ceballos. Come on, Sebas, release it, broski. Thank you. Cedric, goal, man. Goal. Offer an option. Cedric finds Aubameyang. I'm sure many defenses will not mind Aubameyang being the one to cross it. Cedric in possession. You can't lose it, Cedric. You should have let Thiago foul you there, get him a yellow. Good ball from Cedric to Pepe. Chambers, go on the overlap for me. Gets the ball from Pepe on the overlap. It's a tired cross from Chambers. Not quite the crosses he put in against West Ham, but it's better. It's better. And what we can't afford to do is get hit on the counter like now. Salah now. Gabriel, don't dive in. Gabriel, hey, my defender. Move, Salah, man. Finesse you quickly. Best defender at the club. Who you lot talking was about? He's not. Shut up, man. Elite defender. Imagine what he'd do if he had the proper coaching and that. It looks like Lacazette is knackered. It looks like Aubameyang is knackered. We'll have to see, man. Is it? See, I didn't even know. I've just found out about that, man. So yeah, I respect that, man. But I didn't know. I'm saying I didn't even know he had that. That's how boring it's been. I haven't seen anything. Like I said, I haven't learned about his reflexes and his distribution. I've just known you've got a mustache now. But obviously, RIP his dad, of course, man. And that's a fantastic reason to do that. As we know, he lost his dad through sad circumstances. A lot of you have got your wish. You know, I know there's already an Egyptian winger on the pitch, but the real Egyptian Premier League legend is walking on right now. El Nene is getting warmed up, people. The best Egyptian in the Premier League. Partey, oh gosh, Partey, man. Oh my God, we're so lucky. We bust case again with Gabriel. I thought that was a handball. Partey, please, man. I don't want any of my key players to make mistakes. I can't handle agendas. You know, we almost switched off yet again and it almost didn't help us. 56 minutes and 22 seconds in, people. Big up yourself, Sandro. We're going to need you on this platform, man. I don't know where you're going. Allison puts his foot through it. Chambers goes home. Chambers, he looks like Chambers is panicking every time he sees Mane, but it is what it is. Gabriel's been solid. Solid. El Messi, come on. Get a new deal and on a serious note, you probably shouldn't, but it is what it is. Why his play stops now? El Nene in. Who is he coming on for? Surely Sabas. Yeah, man. Surely straight forward swap. I don't know at this moment in time, but surely Sabas. It is for Sabas. You know what? You ain't been that bad, but you've been better in the second half, but you ain't taking your chance, man. You know, again, got to sit down and pattern up, man. I'll hit you up with that, man. All right, man. You don't want to let them hear you say that they take pride in that Emirates pitch. Gabriel, first mistake was a poor pass, but Lacazette's got him out of jail there. Lacazette, dark arts from Lacazette. I can't. Do you know what? Last time I didn't think it was a foul for Lacazette. It was in it. And my worst nightmare is here because Jota is now coming on. He had something to say in the last game. I made him the thumbnail in this vid. He's here now. Come on, people. Keep pushing the likes up, people. Best player so far. In general, or just Arsenal, best player so far? It's a low-key affair. No one's been wavy like that, but I'd say Mane's been quite lively. I think Thiago's kicked it about. I like Fabinho as a player. Them sort of things that Fabinho does is highlighted every now and again, but I don't think the Fabinhos, the Fernandinhos, is appreciated. Yeah, man, I don't think there's an outstanding candidate. I don't think any player out there, if they were to leave Liverpool or Arsenal today, this particular game would be in any of their highlights or tribute acts. So I don't really think there is one. Maybe from an Arsenal perspective, Partey's passing been decent still. Chambers in possession though, people. Touching the half an hour mark. 58 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Lacazette has done poor there and Trent's done better there just to fake it out of play and get a throw in for them. Big up yourself, Sasha. I appreciate that. Martinelli does need to come on. Holding a couple times they've been in the wars. They've been in the wars, Holding and Chambers. Saved us so many times. You see, for Gabriel, imagine when Gabriel polishes that bit out of his play. You know, the random acts of madness. Because right now he's still very raw. I think it's half an hour. I think it's a Martinelli thing, but I think we're probably not going to see them. I think Lacazette might get the clip. You might move Aubameyang through the middle and get away with a Martinelli on the left wing. But I think realistically, you'll see Willian. Holding Bit of a meaty one from Holding, but Gabriel and Partey will mop it up. Be strong, Odegaard. Odegaard's strong there, and we get a foul. Hey, waste, man. Sandro, you kill me. Who's coming off for Liverpool? Number 26 is Robertson. That means Milner will do that. Maybe Robertson's carrying a knock. Or maybe if it's a sporting decision, wow. I think Milner probably will go left back. Or who knows? They might be changing it up, man. Maybe they'll go free at the back because really, we've just been sitting back anyways. I think that's what you'll see, man. I think that's what you're going to see. Maybe it's a game like that for Nelson and that. Something random. So we all know it's going to be Willian. Aubameyang's got past Phillips. Chops back inside. Plays Cedric. Cedric. Is he going to be Dani Alves? Dead. He got gassed. He got gassed. Cedric got excited. Lacazette was there. Got excited. As a fellow fullback, I know how Cedric felt. You know, we don't get too many times in that area. So you get nosebleeds. You see your name in lights. Probably thought it was like his fellow Portuguese teammate Cristiano Ronaldo. Either way, Arsenal can't take advantage. And Rob Holding and Mane are getting into it. Lovely S-housery from Rob Holding. This is why I like him. He's on the rattling stuff. Shut up, Mane, man. Liverpool have had 7 attempts. We've had 2 people. That's our second shot on target. That's our first half-decent shot on target. Half-decent subjectively. Tactical sub. So, boy. If that's me, does it go top bins? But it probably just trickles in off the post, if anything. I probably missed that too. That's probably why I'm sitting here, you know. To be fair, though, DG right wing, right back, left back. I'm known for a little 30-yard screamer off the post and that. Partey's overran it. Partey, make that foul for me, though. Oi. Him and Firmino, good little battle. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you know, he's a man of that spammed ball in behind. He does it again. Bit of afters with Gabriel and I believe Jota there. Maybe they were just saying, are you all right? But it is what it is. Boy, if there's a tactical sub from Liverpool, then big call for Robertson. He must not really be happy. Ref, come on, man. Mane, why are you crying? What are you crying about, Mane? Mane, nothing happened to you, man. Yeah, I'm known for the post, but I've scored as well. Allow me. Hey, hitting the post would have been better than that. Do a wavy thing. It's still 0-0, people. 62 minutes and 22 seconds in, people. It's still a madness. Callum Chambers to restart play with the throw-in. Chambers. Long throw. Pepe ain't going to win that. Doesn't win it. Chambers wins the header. Seconds. Aubameyang loses to Thiago. Partey. Big foot in there. Lacazette will have to run now. Ooh, no, not quite. Alisson will put his foot through that. Chambers has to win it in the air and does, but this is where it starts getting a bit mad. The second and third. Maybe Pepe needs to come off. He's getting a bit tired now. Firmino, acres of space. Salah finds Trent. Eventually found to Trent. Could have went there quicker. Good ball in from Trent. Lovely header from Jota. We said it. I said I had a feeling this guy was going to do something. Bullet header from Jota. You knew the thing. You knew what was going to happen. Liverpool won. Arsenal 0. It was to happen, you know. It was written in history. You can't be mad. You can't be mad. Fantastic play from Liverpool. You can't be mad. Good play. Who switched off? Jota's got in between Holding and Chambers. Boy. It's what it is, man. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 1. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the assist. Poor marking. You deserve it. You deserve to be behind. You know, it was written in the script. We knew Jota was going to score. He's in the thumbnail. I just said this. I said this at the start. I had a feeling about him scoring. We kicked off his Liverpool career. It's only fitting that he was the man to score. And he's one of them. It makes Klopp look like a tactical genius. Not saying he isn't because he's won Champions League and the Premier League. with that so quickly. And it looks like in the build up to that, Chambers got corralled. We ain't got time for this, man, if it isn't legit. And he didn't have to do much. He got a lot of power on the header, but he didn't have to do much. And when I watch the game again, I want to see the run from Jota. If someone could have stopped that from the start. Ball comes in. Oh, yeah, Chambers got corralled still. He's inadvertently hitting to Rob Holding. Quality player, Jota. Quality player. Only going to get better. Dark horse for player of the Euros, provided obviously everything happens and he continues. Dark horse for player of the Euros. I don't know if he'd be signing of the season, but he's defo up there. Definitely up there. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Fully deserved from Liverpool. It is what it is, people. You just have to go again. Cedric, El Nene. You know, now I must admit I would want to see a bit more reaction from Mikel Arteta now. Martinelli, Nelson, just someone who's got a reason to be a bit naive and look beyond this match. Heavy touch from Cedric. Ref. You're not giving Cedric a foul for that. Liverpool are counter-attacking on this right-hand side. I can't believe it. Trent Alexander-Arnold tries to cut it back. Doesn't quite appear. Salah's off the wavelength. Lacazette kicks it out. I mean, Cedric, if you're not hurt, get up, man. Oh, it's not even a Leno agenda. I told man about Leno's kicking. I'm not even onto him for this game, but I told man about that kicking. I told man about Leno full stop, man. Leno probably could have done better, but for me, it could have been dead before that. You know, it's not the most amazing. It looks like an emphatic header from Jota, and to a degree it is, but he doesn't have to do much. Like, there's not really a challenge. Maybe Holding could have done a lot better or done something, but yeah, man, it's ultimately not enough, man. Frustrating is the best way to describe Arsenal, man. We go again, though, man. We go again. I don't know. I'm not even vexed. Like, I don't know why I'm not. Like, it is what it is. Much like most of our season, it's one where it's frustrating when I think about it because we've not learned our lessons from the last game. Like, just not learned lessons from the last game. And now it's all pandemonium. Cedric beaten looks a bit like a mug because Trent has just skipped past him. Trent, again, it's not an amazing game from Liverpool. Take nothing away from them, but Trent's been all right. Fabinho, it's a lovely clip pass. Oh, Gabriel collapsed with that slide tackle. Gabriel, what was that, man? Like, it's 2-0. Mo Salah on the score sheet. It was a lovely pass from Fabinho. Mo Salah makes it. Oh, I don't know what Gabriel was on there. He's having a good game, but I don't know what Gabriel was on there. And they deserve that. You know, that makes up for the 2 clear-cut chances they probably should have scored earlier in the first half. What's actually happened there now? What's all this about? So, ball, look, that's Cedric out of position. Gabriel slid. Gabriel's done dead. Bro, Leno, man. Leno, fam. You're not even scaring him either. Leno, fam. Why is your legs open like that as well, Leno? You're not even meant to save like that. This is why I said Gabriel's still raw. He shouldn't be sliding in the box like that first time because that could have went wrong. But Gabriel / Leno, I don't know, man. Cedric out of position as well. Now that's the sort of goals I get annoyed about. Bro. I'm not on the listen. I don't want to. People start telling me I've got an agenda and all of these things here, but I'm not gonna just speak about individual players. But 69 minutes on the clock. 27 seconds. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2. Too much chatting, man. Too much chatting, man. No. It's going a bit. This is where it gets hard to watch because it starts getting into a shambles now. Like, we're one of them teams. We can't stop. When we're playing poorly, we can't recognize it and arrest it. This is where it starts becoming 3 or 4. And Liverpool are probably believing it can be such. Salah, acres of space, acres of time, should doing a lot better. Cedric, you can't be defending like that, big man. Like, big Premier League footballer. And it's back to Liverpool. Jota's feeling like a brace. Inviting Jota to strike, doesn't strike. Tries to play it. Salah aimlessly wipes at it. Levels above us, but Liverpool didn't have to show it. Didn't have to show your levels than us. Liverpool played within themselves today. You know, they've played within themselves. And that's no disrespect to Liverpool. That's us. You know, Gabriel's a lovely player, but what the hell was that slide, bro? That's the first mad thing you've done today. Leno, come on, you've sold yourself. You can't be doing that as well, man. I need there to be subs. Apart from El Nene, nothing's come on. I'm not getting the vibe you want to win. Like, you're 2-0 down now. Like, at this point, you know, you're probably not going to get back in the game. You know, people like Aubameyang and that, they've had, fair enough, it's only one, but they've played an international friendly. You might as well just give Martinelli, Eddie, Nelson, these little guys some minutes, people that are naive to the situation. You know, them 3 names I've said, you know, they're all, the immediate thought of them is probably, I need to get football. I ain't really played. So it's frustrating, man. Very flat, fam. It's very flat. Very flat. For me, it's like, this is playing like, you know, playing like everything is lost in the league. That's how they're playing. Like, and it is lost. Don't get twisted. We're not winning no prem in that and doing those sort of things, but they're playing like they evidently know the priorities are in Europa League. And for me, that's dangerous because every game should be about building mentality. Big up yourself, Andrew, and you said it there. Like, I can't add you look, I can see you lot's messages. I can't see anything. I'd say anything different. Very reactive, very passive. That's one thing about Arteta. I never really see doubling down. Like, I don't think he would clip Pulisic today if he was Chelsea's gaffer, to use that as an example. Partey playing a poor pass, and now Liverpool can counter-attack. I'm still on Leno's side. I think he's a good keeper, but I told you lot, stop gassing him. Lovely pass, and that should be 3-0. Big save by Leno. That's why Leno's a big, oh my, and that sums up Leno. That there has summed up Leno. We got away with it, but that there summed up Leno. Big save, dropped it. You know, Leno's saved your bacon there. So look, that's a terrible Cedric and Gabriel. It's just gone shambles, man. Absolute shambles. It's like, come on, bro. Like, do you not watch the video footage of, forget Salah's goals, the run Salah makes? Like, this is what I mean. The footballers have that pride in their performance because when you hear the way Henry speaks, the way Rio speaks, you know, the way Rio speaks about video footage of strikers, Henry about watching defenders, you know, are these men going into games like that? Like, if you're a centre half, or fullback, are you watching what Salah does? Because it's like some of you, it's like you've never heard of this guy before. You know, movement is key to how he plays, and he's loving it now. He feels I can get a couple of statistics on my score sheet now. Get a couple of double golden boot statistics. Jota's added a lot of energy for them. You know, I think the energy that Liverpool probably needed to get those 2 goals, in my opinion, Jota's come with that energy. Because I could have easily saw Liverpool drawing this game purely because, like, they just weren't doing that added bit in the first half to get that win. Lacazette's played a hopeful pass over the top. Not asked any questions of Kabach at all. Any of their team. El Nene's tried to finesse Fabinho, never showing the levels. Come on, stupid foul, El Nene, man. Come on, keep your head, bro. Keep your head. 74 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Be nice to wake up though, man. Be nice to wake up, man. Like, Leno's been moving mad, fam. Anyways, 75 minutes and 10 seconds in. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. It's out here with Callum Chambers. Callum Chambers' experiment should be dead and buried now, really, man. Like, you could have done something else, man. Too much respect, man. But man will sit here and say, at least it wasn't 3-0. At least it wasn't 4-0. At least it wasn't 5-0. That's what people will sit here and say, bro. Like, this is why there's no point. At this point, Arsenal can't, there's no point getting upset. Like, there's no point getting upset because this is what this team does. But then they'll go and win in the week, or they'll beat Sheffield United, and they might even beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge once upon a time. And then the optimism is there. And we've even got fans talking about since Christmas table. Like, that's legit. Referee Lacazette is fouled there. Lacazette, you cannot stop and look at the referee when you're in that position. If that is a goal, Lacazette, I'd be absolutely livid with you, because what I'm about is standards now. Come on. You are fouled, but play to the whistle. If you lose the ball, then make sure the cross doesn't come in. What if Phillips picked out someone? Look, you got Phillips trying to be trying to be playmaker now. Only positive has been Partey. I think Cedric's been terrible since he's came on this football field. I am not going to sit here and lie to you lot, people. I can't even catch you. Rob Holding. Too much on that, man. Realistically, I know Aubameyang's fast, but that's too much to ask. Like, there's no common sense with that one day. But hey, Martinelli's now coming on for Aubameyang. Aubameyang off, captain off. At least he came off at the nearest thing. He changed it. We doing all that hair stuff for no reason. Didn't even give the captaincy to anyone else. Right, I genuinely want to. Was this chat serious, people, about the thingy, man? About what Arteta said. What was Arteta really saying before the game? This is a free hit and that. Someone please bring some evidence, man. Wijnaldum's now on for Firmino. Free hit, bro. You didn't play like it's a free hit, bro. Like, this is not playing. That's where I get angry. Not playing like free hit. See, look, first little bit of pressure, and Martinelli's making Kabach look shaky. 78 minutes played in 10 seconds, people. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. Pepe in possession. Pepe gets it to Chambers. Chambers got the effort, but now we just need the quality, man. Now we just need the quality. Callum Chambers in possession. Can't fault their effort, but like this is what I tell you, lot, man. 78 minutes played, and I told you lot. We should have enjoyed the international break a bit more, but we didn't, and we're getting ripped. What a game, man. My word, we're in the mud, people, man. I'm leaving losing interest in this now. 79 minutes and 23 seconds in, people. Of course, no, bro, captain shouldn't be happy coming off. No player should be happy coming off. Two shots on target, 5 touches in the opposition box. 79 minutes played, people. Is that acceptable? This weren't a bravery thing. This weren't a handbrake thing. And if it was, it's either it's one or two things. Either the manager can't get through this handbrake tactics and a free hit thing he was trying to, or these players are just pussies. Pardon my language. Simple as that. Like it's one of the two. Like it's and this is why the players need to stop chatting and just do things. It's just too much chatting. You've handed 3 points to Liverpool. Ronaldo in possession. And what we need to do now is at least mash up the clean sheet. Gabriel just about get something on it. Wijnaldum strikes into Leno. Mash up the clean sheet. At least give Liverpool's analytical team something to think about. Pepe Partey, what are you doing, fam? But why is it, as much as I like Partey, Leno's got the ball. You're a midfielder and you're touching your socks and that. Bro, this is a joke. And Leno's just giving it away. This is when I start getting vexed. They deserve to score. You, man, are a joke. Every one of you Arsenal footballers are a fucking joke for that. I just saw that whole thing develop. That goal has annoyed me. That goal has annoyed me. Jota once again. Joke, man. Gabriel, man. You're my guy, but what are we doing, fam? This is some. Oh my gosh. Everyone's just on a joke one day. What's going on? My word. My word. My word. Well, Gabriel, you're finished after. You're finished for this game, man. You're still a 5 out of 10 for me, but I'll give you a 5, but that is dead. Just one of those days. Just one of those days, man. Just one of those days, people, man. No, it's madman. Pure madman here, bro. You lot finish international break for that. And Martinelli's feeling worse for wear, but he should be good to continue, man. Ah, man. Robbie. At least there's 7 minutes left. Hey, look, they're bringing on Reece Williams. Raw. You're just allowing them to put players in the shop window now. Just like that. That's a £7 million move for Phillips somewhere. Kabach, they're probably shagging you. Probably not gonna make you permanent. But it is what it is. Look, they're giving Reece Williams some minutes. Can we at least just mash up the clean sheet? Martinelli in possession. Cedric. And this is why I tell you, look, stop with this stopgap signing crap as well, man. Like, we need a proper backup left back. Partey, you might as well just bang it from 50 yards now, man. You're the only one on this. This is terrible, man. Tried to tell people. El Nene in possession. Partey. Only positives been, but just a curse of the commentator. Only positives been Partey. Partey gives it around, gives the ball away. But it is what it is. 84 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock, people. We're now in possession for Liverpool. Trent. Thiago. No leaders, man. You know, leaders are gone in the second half, and what do you expect? Goes down toilet, man. Is down the toilet, man. Right. 5 minutes left, though, people. 5 minutes left, though. That's the benefit. 5 minutes left. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. 85 minutes on the clock, people. Welcome back from after the international break. I hope you're all replenished because now we're back in the banner. Williams finds Allison. Allison not had a save to make, man. Milner. That's why I asked you, like, at the start of this video, live stream, why were you not so confident about beating Liverpool? Like, where was the bare confidence coming from? Holding clears. Ronaldo. Phillips. Williams. 4 minutes plus any added time they got, man. At least it's still sunny out there, bro. It's 9:45 in England, man. Just back to playing Football Manager after this, really, man. Well, I bet you Allison's counted every blade of grass in that area in both halves. I guarantee you. Bet he could tell you 1,000. He ain't had nothing to do. Couple little passes here and there. He had nothing to do, man. So I tell you, lot, stop getting gassed as well. This is why Arsenal fans need to stop living in like week by week. Like, you lot are mad excited one week, hella upset the next. You just gotta look. This team's not levels, bro. It's not gonna be levels. Whatever manager comes in, whatever sporting guy comes in, it's gonna be dead because there's no onus to be winners here. Pepe should have just dived and got a little pen. You know, it's a corner now. Tired, man. Odegaard with a corner, people. Hopefully, there's a bit of quality on this. Just mash up the clean sheet. At least give them something to focus on. Can't do that, and it's cleared by Liverpool. Partey strikes. Never quite gonna be his goal there. Pepe's just kept it in play, I believe. Leno, why is Leno even there? Like, eventually, Nene's got it to Leno, but just the fact that you're there, Leno, why are you out there? Fuck's sake, man. I tell you lot about Leno's distribution all the time, but you lot sit there and tell me I've got agendas. Now it's starting to get frustrating, you know. At 2-0, I wasn't frustrated. It's like we found a way to drop off even more of a cliff, man. Allison to Reece Williams. Reece Williams doing well in his little work experience role right now. Just getting them fake minutes. So when you say I've played the amount of football for thingy this time round, it's mad. Please send back Ceballos. We didn't even start trying. Oh, just want the game to end at this moment in time, really, man. There's other things that could be doing, man. Like, this actually isn't worth the stress. Trent Alexander-Arnold finds Diego Jota. Jota attempts to clip it over the top, but it looked offside. Play gonna, yeah, the flag finally goes up. They ain't even had to outplay us. Like, Liverpool have played within themselves. Like, well. Fabinho, man of the match, well deserved. Like I said, a lot of what he brings to the table is underrated. One thing I will say, regardless of the score sheet, people, big up everybody who's hit the like button. Please make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. 410 likes. I really appreciate that, man. It's nice to know the consistency is there from the footballing community that I wish was there with the football club. The fortunate news is, while it might be 3-0 to Liverpool at this moment in time, people, and they would have done the double over us in the first time they've won at the Emirates in a hot minute. The game's almost done. Like, credit to Liverpool, they did what they needed to do. You can't sit here and say they didn't need to be at their best, but they beat us 3-0, bro. Like, they pumped us. Training session, man. I guarantee you, Liverpool's under 23s probably give them more of a game, because you lot didn't come to play football. Like I said, I can't question your commitment. You took a nasty little whack to the face, but it's dead. Like, this is why I tell you, look, it looks all wavy doing the open mic things when we win. I want to see open mic. Show me some open mic footage today. Who was chatting today? Show me it, because when we win and we come back from behind, somehow if we came back from, you know what, maybe we did try the West Ham thing, go down 3-0. Maybe, you know what, we're into the last 4 minutes. Maybe the superstar thing will happen, but it's just not been good enough, man. And these players just live week to week, game to game, and they're just terrible. And now you're at the point, Gabriel, I don't mind that. You're at that point. You need to just pull man down. Thank you. Just pull man down. Take the yellow card. You're at that point now, man. I appreciate that, man. And that's 2 wins on the trot for Liverpool in their last 2 Premier League games. That's a bit of confidence. Jota again off a goal. You say that, Liam. Don't forget, we've beat Spurs, Chelsea, and United this season. We still have a better points tally against the top 6 than last season by our own standards. Liam, I'm just saying that from my heart, man. I'm going down. I'm going down fighting, man. You're fully right in what you're saying, man. You see what I'm talking to you about? No clue. I don't mind the open mic, but I need to hear open mic. It's 4-0. Oh, we're lucky. Thank you, Mane. It should have been 4-0 Liverpool. That's a peach of a pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lovely delivery. But this is what I'm telling you, my guy, because I wanted to show me the open mic now. Who was talking the most today? So I know who to stop slandering in the videos. Show me it now, because if we won, everybody's saying fight and intent and hunger. Keen to see who talks after this game to the press. I just think these Arsenal players will sit there and blame each other. They'll sit there and blame each other. Nobody will take accountability. You not prepare yourselves, man. He had a good game, but Trent ain't asked questions. Now, you can only play what's in front of you, but he ain't asked questions of Trent. Trent got a lovely assist. Trent's played wavy, but we ain't asked no questions of them. No questions of you guys today. Not one. Like I said, all them defenders, the kit man don't need to wash their kits. That's getting put back, hung up. See, look, the first time, and they've shown they're a bit suspect. Look at that pass from Phillips, but this is the point. Wijnaldum's just bot past Partey like he ain't there, and Wijnaldum's finna get that fourth. Partey's done well to get back, just to temporarily delay it. We've got hella numbers back, and there's only certain Liverpool shirts forward. But why do I still feel less confident? That looked like a handball. Players continued. Odegaard has found El Nene. El Nene's looking for Chambers to make that run. Chambers has showed why he's not the option at right back. He's far too narrow. Chambers has found Pepe. At least Pepe's got 90 minutes. Ain't done nothing with it, but he's got 90 minutes. We're into the last minute, people. Hopefully the ref ends this shortly. Cedric finds Thomas Partey. Partey puts it over the top. Doesn't quite happen for Martinelli, but it's falling to Cedric, who's been terrible. Cedric finds Martinelli. Liverpool have had 14 attempts. We've had 2. Martinelli, bang it. Forget everybody, man. No one else is on this. What, somebody shoot? Cedric eventually puts the ball into the box. It's a terrible ball in, and hopefully that will mark the end of the game. No, it won't, because there's about 20 seconds left. Facts. And it's about to be a fourth here. Oh my God. Thank you, Leno. How are we managing this? Just end the game, ref, please. Thank you. Jesus Christ, you man are terrible. Credit to Liverpool. You've got to be gracious in defeat. Credit to Liverpool. They prepared for the game individually. Collectively, they had a game plan. They looked like a football team that came here to do stuff. Again, clean sheet, you know, everything. Trent, big performance. Again, if I was scrutinizing Liverpool's performance, you needed your sub to bag 2 goals. Could have put this game to bed in the first half. Look at Leno doing all pally with Salah. Come on, bro. You're breading the guy that probably that beat your baby mother, basically. Eating your youth's chocolates and drinking the Capri Sun. What's all of this? I'm not one for looking serious and whatnot, but you don't get the vibe. It means much to man. I'm seeing it with Martinelli. Looks vexed. Credit to Liverpool because they look serious, but they didn't have to be out of first gear to beat us. You know, the car would have stalled if they went any further, and that's the problem with Arsenal. Look at Klopp. Klopp is there telling other guy, listen, this Arsenal thing is dead. Trust me. We're gonna pattern something. We're gonna win champs. Gonna scout you. Trust me. You don't want to be part of this. You know, credit to Liverpool, bro. All for the reaction thing, man. Credit to Liverpool. They did their job, man. You gotta be gracious in defeat, man. You know, Liverpool should have scored more. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, people, let's not be too sour because I enjoyed watching the game with you. Like, whether you're a Liverpool fan, an Arsenal fan, I'm even seeing Spurs fans in here. Shout out to Paul. It's been fantastic. I'd love for you all to join me in my next watch along. Well, yeah, my next watch along, which will be the reaction. Please check that out. The link is in the description or it's in the pin message. If you give me a sec, I'll drop the link in here yet again. But it's a disappointing game, man. It's a disappointing game because, well, I don't need to explain it. It got disappointed, you know. At least Chelsea fans can't. My Chelsea supporting friends and Chelsea fans can't laugh too much, even though they're ahead of us because they lost today. So it's dead in isolation. But we got dealt with, innit? What is there to say, man? Agitated in the second half. Told you lot Yota is going to do the thing today. Told you lot Yota would do it. I should have betted on that, man. I'm tired of saying these things and not making money off it. Yeah, nothing to enjoy in this game. I enjoyed being with you lot, well, chatting to you lot on that, but dead, man. That is, boy, in a dog, boy. Anyways, people, man, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is. Trust me, new Adidas kits will drop. It is what it is, man. Jump into the next one, people. I'll catch you lot in a second, in a couple of minutes. But yeah, man, what else could I say, man? You know, congratulations to Liverpool. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 3. On that note, people, DG, I'm out.